Alright, now that I've thoroughly embarrassed myself by having the wrong emote. Hi, chat. Welcome to stream. Good morning. Let me scroll back up. Mike, congrats for being first. You're the first I've seen today. No one else was first before you today. Good morning. Congrats on dying on your very hard boss. Good morning, good morning. Wowie, hi, crazy to see you here. Wow, no way. Don't forget your shiny rolls, everyone. If you get 8192 or 4096, it gets you a gifted sub to the channel. If you're subbed, you get an extra roll. If you're a mod, you get an extra roll. And if you're VIP, you get an extra roll. Let me see here. Circa. We're phasing to 34K. Let's go! Ah! Hi, Mountain. Good morning. Hi. This is now an oatmeal stream. Yeah. I needed to make a little bowl of oatmeal so I have something on my stomach when we get started. Warlden, hi, good morning. Valner, hey, Bubbo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dying to boss was before stream. It was non-canon. Yeah. Caught a shiny little bunny earlier. Not much else has happened. I saw that. Congrats on the shiny. Oh, I forgot to turn on my tracking. Oh my god. I'm such a real legit streamer. Look at me go. Hang on, chat. Hang on. I can't let you see me staring lifelessly into the void. That's our streamer. Alright, I should no longer be staring lifelessly into the void. Let's check. Ah! Okay, yeah. Yippee! Okay. Hi, chat. Good morning. Let's see if I set the games up correctly, too. Because that was kind of in a little bit of a rush this morning. Everything was in a little bit of a rush this morning. Let me see here. Where are my games? There's my game. Oh, I forgot to set up the controller. That's what I forgot to do. Oh, at least it's detecting it this time because I plugged my controller in late. Controller, refresh. Okay. Cool settings. Controllers. Okay. Cool settings. Controllers. Alright. Yippee! You off to work now even though I just got here? No! I did start pretty late today though at Mountain. Hope you have a great day at work. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I always love seeing you here. Stir up my oatmeal. Goodbye. Oh. Thank you for that, Bats. I appreciate it. That's our streamer. What if we like lifeless holding? What if you like me just laying dead on the floor? I don't. I don't like that. I think that's a horrible thing. Googly eyes. Thank you for the googly eyes, Elian. I appreciate it. Let me get my auto counter up and going, because that's another thing I forgot to do. We love that. Alright, I'm gonna grab that image to go to this file with 4 increments, looking at a projector screen that I don't have open because I forgot that too. In window, okay. Alright, and then we open this back up, and then we point to the projector screen I now open up, and then we should begin. Looking up some ravioli. Ooh! Hey, Raylan. Good to see you. Well, hey, I never said that. Don't put words into my mouth. What, my lifeless body? I don't remember. What did I say? I'm not awake enough this morning. I woke up, like, 10 minutes before stream started. It was a little bit of a panic. Ah, good. Okay, the counter is working. Good. We're going to get Swablu. God, I hope so. Yeah, that. The lifeless body thing? I'm back once more, yet again. Welcome back. Always glad to have you. I have oatmeal. It's always back. You just watched the boss you're fighting hit Donald Duck in the head with a fold-out bike? Hell yeah. I thought you were playing Death Stranding for a second, and I was very confused. Pigs, what are you doing? Tracking is a little funky today. I'm gonna recalibrate. Alright, because I'm not actually swinging around that much today. Have you missed Match the Palette? Dude, it goes places, let me tell you. Higgs is going to Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god. Could you imagine if in Kingdom Hearts 5 they put Death Stranding in there? Been slacking on your trucking lately? SMH, SMH. Okay, holy. Listen. Yeah, I'm listening. I am all ears listening. It wouldn't even be that out of place. Well, I mean, Kingdom Hearts has been just a bunch of Disney and then some Squinks. Probably because Squinks is... Was Squinks the one who made Kingdom Hearts? I don't remember. They literally have a dark beach. Oh, you know what? Perfect. Here we go. And so, everything comes together. Phoenix Development, Disney co-owns it. Okay, that's what I thought. That's why, like, Cloud Strife and Woody from Toy Story can be in the same room together. What is the buggiest game? Gen 1. Easily. Of the Pokemon series, Gen 1. And it's peak. Also, one of the bites of oatmeal I took kind of burnt the tip of my tongue, so now it feels a little weird. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. I have taken the past few days to rest. I have napped much. Oh yeah, partly numb tongue. Yeah, let's go. Put mustard on my tongue when I'm eating maple sugar oatmeal? Huh? Mustard? Mustard? Let's not get ridiculous. You heard him. Okay, that does not look good when the brown sugar is all clumped up like that, because it kind of makes it look like a doo-doo stain. Alright, just gonna scoop that out of the bowl. We're not eating. Okay. Vinegar on it will stop the burning. Oh, it doesn't burn that bad. No, did they fucking stutter? Surskit, first Surskit of the day. Good morning. We are back to, everything's back to normal. Can we stop be disgusting for 5 minutes? I'm trying to eat. Oh, come on, you don't want to put mustard on your tongue? It'll be fine. Not possible, sorry. Head pats! Thank you for the head pats, Alex. Always good to see you. Hi, hi. Hawk's gun. Hey, yo, what are you doing to that gun? Hey, yo. Then perish. Ah! We're shiny. If we actually go to 34K, like Circa said, I might rip my hair out. If we outdo, like Shiny Dex Ben for his phase, I think he got his phase in 35,000. That's it. I'm done. Up, your Pikachu needs lightning in order to work. Oh no! Skill issue. Oh, if you guys missed it, Circadian did get a shiny at like 21,000. It was a Wurmple, bless his heart. He's crashing out. I don't think I've seen him shunt since he got that. But he also did going back to work too. Partly why he's not here co-hosting with me today. And all of them Swablu Lord. Oh, goodness gravy. I'm trying to think if anything interesting happened while I was gone. Saturday we streamed. Sunday I took off to rest, and for my nephew's birthday we went to Chuck E. Cheese. That was fun. Shining reference. It was sunny, and I'm in a battle with no one else. I don't think I get that one. I'm bad at references sometimes. There's a lot of, like, pop media culture that I've not seen. Oatmeal. With the two girls. Okay, I've never seen The Shining. The only thing about The Shining that I know is the very famous, like, commonly repeated, you know, here's Johnny. That's the only thing I know about The Shining. Oh no, my watch is I didn't close my move ring. I didn't move enough yesterday. Hi, Factor. Good morning. Hi. I'm eating oatmeal, and we are getting started on Swunting. Swunting, if you will. Bleh. Hi, Hellion. Good morning. I saw you in chat earlier. I don't remember if I said hi. Swunting for Swablu and the Swedes. I did. Okay. Pull up the clip. I don't want to accidentally get DMCA'd or anything, especially for clips from movies like that, so I will have to pass. I did, like, as you know, streamers have to be very careful about the kind of videos they put on stream, especially for, like, copyrighted material like that. Yeah, so Sunday, we took my nephew out to Chuck E. Cheese. It was... I accidentally breathed in an oatmeal plate. Oh no. I'm okay, I'm surviving. However, that did not feel great. So we took him to Chuck E. Cheese, but it was a joint birthday party thing for RJ, my nephew, and my sister's new boyfriend. Because that's how we do it on my mom's side of the family, is instead of celebrating each individual one, because there's so many of us, we'll do, like, quarterly get-togethers and celebrate, like, several birthdays. You want me to explore the game? You've never played this game and you're curious what the world looks like? Unfortunately, we need to get Swablu before I can do that. That is my goal. But Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are very great games. I do recommend playing. Fuck's sake, don't choke. You can't breathe food. What are you doing? You're crazy. Oh, those encounters are there. Okay. I've scarfed down the rest of my oatmeal. Helping me. Storm! Okay, chats are getting nuked. That's fine. I gotta pull my games back up. Actually, I'll just... Yeah, I can... Oh, holy look, there's a Swablu right there. No way, there's a Swablu right there! Oh my god! Rizzy, you got the second rarest thing in the grass before the cloud bird dragon thingy? That's what I'm saying, Joe! When are we raiding? I just started. I'm not raiding out quite yet. We raid out when we end stream. Usually I go for like about 3-4 hours, somewhere abouts in there. And then we'll pick a raid target. Get out your brain, holy. No, sorry. Revivals. I have to live inside your brain. I need to live inside your brain so I know what your next move is, so that I can outmaneuver your move. More Pittsburgh! Let's go! Hey, Mitch. Good to see you. Hi. Hippie bird. Holy's in your head. In your head. Your main pile of heart gold is one shiny away from a full box? Good lord, I don't think I have a full box of shiny Pokemon anywhere. Stop sniffing catnip. No. I won't stop sniffing catnip because I need something to keep me going through this hunt. Oh, you were talking to Vector? Yeah, right. Okay. Just because I'm in Vector's head doesn't mean I'm controlling. I'm allowed to sniff catnip. But if I'm in Vector's head and Vector starts sniffing catnip, he's gotta stop. Dr. Vectorius! Name one character from Gravity Falls. Dipper! And then there's his sister or cousin. Is her name like Maribel or something? And then there's the pig. He loves her pig. And then there's the girl Dipper has a crush on constantly. I don't remember her name. And then there's Uncle Stan. I've not watched very much of Gravity Falls, but I do know some of the characters. Waddles? Oh, is that the name of the pig? Okay. Oh yeah, Wendy. That's the girl Dipper has a crush on. Apologies, chat. Is the encounter number bugged? It can't be that high. Oh, I wish it was bugged. Wish it was bugged and we could just go to bed. Mabel! That's the name of the sister. Sister-cousin thing. Hi, Nod. Good to see you. Help me stay sane. 2.4k and counting for Regirock? Good luck. Is that, where are you hunting Regirock? Is that in black and white? Aiming for at least 3.5k or shiny? Yeah. I think we're gonna aim for probably 25,000 or shiny. 4 times black, white too? Hell yeah! Good luck, good luck. It's that high because Holy counts every encounter as a Swablu change while doing it at 4 games at a time. How to get subscribers on YouTube fast?
Really, you see that there are these websites that you can pay money for to give you fake viewers, bots, and it'll boost your accounts. Just sign up today.
So we divide the count to that 4, it'll be less per game. Yes. Color mod is an absolute blessing. It is. I have been spoiled with these games on the running off of the computer, and I could just plug in a controller and be done with it. Remember the meta was response videos? Oh, like doing like react videos, and then the Vine Bros tried trademarking or copywriting the name React. And then 33% of that 1/4 because of Swablu chance. Actually, it's 40% Swablu. Yeah, so if you take the encounter number, divide it by 4, and then divide it again by 40%, then you should get the amount of Swablus we've seen per game. Yeah, it is 40%. I did go look at the encounter table last week, I think. Thank you for the head pets, Bellner. I appreciate it. Literally under videos, you had a response button, and you could post a response video, and people tried it, stuff like my response to XYZ. I don't remember YouTube having an option to where you can respond with video. I know you can on like other platforms. You're old, Holy. Hi, old. I'm Holy. Maybe during the era that was popular, I was not watching those kind of videos. Back in my day, I remember when YouTube had annotations. So many old YouTube videos are no longer really watchable in their original form because they got rid of annotation. And so to watch a lot of those videos, you have to, like, there are other sites hosted to where you can go watch those old videos, and they kept the annotations intact. I remember the day they introduced annotations. Old. Back in my day, the title was on .pop. I hated annotation because it would bloat up the whole video. But a lot of videos really use them interesting. Back in my day, I remember Holy catching shinies on a regular basis. Shut up. Back in my day, the trees were made of rice. Being sent to all sorts of links because you kept clicking on those annotations. True. Back in my day, you could set your channel to a type, stuff like casual, guru, etc. YouTube of YubTub. Back in my day, Holy didn't exist yet. Back in my day, none of you existed because you were all just voices in my head. Back in my day, when I was YouTube's CEO. And now we are free! Hi, Gammy. Good to see you. Hi. No 8192 for nod. But don't forget your shiny rolls, everyone. If you get 8192 or 4096, we get you a gifted sub to the channel. If you're subbed, you get an extra roll. If you're mod, you get an extra roll. And if you're VIP, you get an extra roll. Good luck, my friend. Back in my day, I was just as stupid. Hi, stupid. I'm Holy. How do you get modded? I mod my friends who I trust to be able to help moderate chat. I thought you got 3334 and 3335. Hi, Vampirus. Are you and Gammy both colluding to hop in my chat at the same time? Look at Gammy go doing her first rolls. Oh my god. I don't even know if Vampirus has done her rolls before. Braylon, please do not ask for moderator or that is on grounds to be banned. I am putting my foot down there. Don't ask for mod. There are, like, etiquette rules, like society etiquette for being on Twitch. That's one of those rules. Do not ask for being a moderator. You've done it in the past, but not today. Okay, Vampirus. I see. Is asking to be a not a bannable offense too? I don't know. Careful. Some people might ask to be a knob, and I think that might be even worse. Hey Tunic, good to see you. Pep! Hey Jolteon! Hi! Hi Tunic. Hi, Professor Jolteon.
Can you be the silliest of billies? Of course you can be the silliest of billies. I encourage the silliest of billies.
Hope you're doing peptastic. I am doing absolutely peptastic this morning. I hope you are as well.
Hi. Hello.
Hope you guys are doing well. Also, every time I wave at my screen like that, my wrist pops because my hand's flopping too much. I love being hypermobile. A vampire scared you? Oh no! It's not even Halloween yet! Then stop waiting, silly. I can't. Hyper, when are you not? When I woke up this morning, I thought I was gonna have a hard time keeping up the energy for stream today, and I was gonna be dragging ass, and I was gonna be yawning, and I wouldn't be talking very much. Now look at us. I haven't even had a sip of caffeine yet. All I've had is oatmeal and water. Go to Starbucks? Do you think a cat can drive? And these wings are not meant to fly like that. It is also gloomy out. It has been like raining non-stop. Water. Do you think I can drive? No, but she can walk. I think it would probably take 2 hours just to get to Starbucks from where I live. And then another 2 hours back. It is mad gross outside. It is. I guess there's just been like a huge like storm going through like the whole like eastern side of the United States. It has been insane. Yeah, it has absolutely been raining like crazy. I almost took a recording of the rain for you the other night. But not my AC, but my air purifier in the room would have like kind of like ruined the sound. Take the rain vector. It's been forever. Like, it's funny. I don't think I've seen a single drought advisory this year in the summer. Usually we do get at least some. It's been dry as balls over here and you hate it. I mean, I'd rather have dry balls than sweaty balls. I think that's just my 2 cents. I don't have balls, but from what I've heard, ain't no one wants some sweaty ass balls. You're in the puddle, face and all, and I am hot. Your pool's gonna overflow. Oh, that can't be good. Who even needs to pay the city to fill up your pool? You just have it rain. As a balls haver, typically you don't want sweaty balls. Thanks for the head pats, Raylan. Appreciate it. Fucking give, please. I don't want to live in the dry anymore. I want to live in the dry. I don't like being humid all the time. You're a tire? Like you're tired, or are you like a rubber tire gonna roll down the street to go get my Starbucks? Just yes. Need ball hammock drawers? Need ball hammock drawers. What the hell are you talking about, Gammy? 30-35C is your go-to temperature? Yeah. 30-35C is very nice. It's so humid here in the summer. Yeah, I do not like the humidity because it makes it miserable. This is like 4 GameCubes all running the game. So these is for Game Boy games. Yes, and it's all very legit. The way I have it set up is I have a physical cartridge of Pokemon Ruby that I then dumped the ROM and the save for onto my computer. Then we run that same ROM 4 times over on an emulator. This is all very legal because it's coming from my own cartridge, and I did not pirate the game. So we run it 4 times over on the computer, and I can control all 4 games with one controller. Now, it can get a little tricky because you can end up having like some repeating RNG seeds if you're not careful, just because of how these games are set up and established, like just how they're programmed. But for random encounters like this, that's not usually an issue. That you only have to worry about that really with like soft resets. So like if you check a Pokemon, if it's not shiny, you turn the game off, reset, and you go back over. Bloomers, drawers, undies, junk sacks. I don't think I'm drawing junk sacks. Thank you. You'd kill for a Game Boy player? I have a Game Boy player. RJ and his mom colluded together to get me one for my birthday or Christmas. Yeah, just gotta hope the controller doesn't disconnect. Yes, because the controller disconnects, we have problems. Where's my music? There it is. Yeah, the quote-quote GameCube is working overtime. Your birthday for Christmas? Are you Jesus? No. I couldn't remember if it was my birthday or if it was Christmas. You miss your Game Boy Tetris? Well, then maybe you shouldn't have given it to us growing up. Why? Absolute jammers. Ah! Always remember to hydrate, chat. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water today. I am drinking my plenty of waters. You're sending a pinky drink over to me. Oh, thank you. Is it a drink the size of my pinky, or is it the Starbucks pink drink? Or is it going to be Pinky from Promise Mascot Agency? These are very important questions. We must have answers. Speaking of sweaty balls. Both? Yes, both is good. But whiny biscuit snatchers were going to die from yearning. I don't think Gammy has a Switch. And that's because Gammy is my mother. I do not believe my mother has a Switch. But yes, the Nintendo Switch Online does have Tetris on there as a part of the collection. Oh shit! Oh no, Gammy is Switchless. I mean, if you want to Switch right now is probably the best time to get one secondhand, because I think, especially the Switch Lites, could have plummeted in price now that the Switch 2 is out, and everyone dumped their Switches into this one too. Then get your mama Switch, girl. What is you doing? Here's the thing, she doesn't play them! It was more worth my time and money to get the boys a Switch, my nephew. Also, like, we could get Tetris on your phone. Sounds like an excuse. Straight your mother. Depends. Does mother want to be treated? I mean, mom's the same, only focusing on Steam and casual phone games nowadays. I don't even think my mother has Steam. Have mother treat. Holy damn. See, now we're talking. Factor's on my side. Listen, yeah. He's talking some mad shit right now. What K-pop Demon Hunters is? I've heard of it, and I've heard it's very good, but I've not seen it myself. No. Gave your mom an old PS4 you modded with a bunch of classic games that she loved. You don't think she's used it once. Yeah, exactly. Like, I I know my mom was given like my sister's old hand-me-down DS Lite to play. I think she might have touched it like maybe twice. Excuse me, chat. Your mom once asked you to set up a Raspberry Pi for her, and she never used it. By the way, hold on, you use YouTube for your music playlist? I do. I do use YouTube Music for my playlist. My playlists are fairly curated. I don't just like slap just any old song in there though. So if you have a song request, it depends on the game. It has to pass the vibe check, essentially. Curate this. It was your limited edition Metal Gear Solid 5 one, and you're like, are you gonna use it or can I store and display it? Honestly, that's a mood. This is Lord of the Rings song. It sounds very Shire-ish. No, I think this is Moo Moo Meadows from Mario Kart 8. It is very Shire-ish. Watching your stream. Was watching your stream while watching your stream. Ah, that works. Okay, pop off king. You're going for the third. You're going for the third in the C dot line. No way! I'm trying to complete the everything. No way. Where's Looney when we need them to confirm if it's from Mario Kart 8? True. Looney might be at work though. Actually, Looney might be sleeping. Bah. Nut. Ah! Look at you, can't even spell screensaver. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, ooh, as you were trying to say, passes pity jar for Switch Tetris. Oh yeah, Gammy is collecting little pity donations if anyone would like to donate towards the fund for her to play a Tetris Switch. Okay, there's the yawning I expected like half an hour ago. Penny's very acceptable. True. I saw someone post online that they had a near complete collection of pennies as far back as 1844. You know, when they first started really making pennies. They had like copper eagles, they had what was called Indian heads, and then they had Abraham Lincoln pennies. They had like a gajillion. They were only missing 4 pennies, and that's because those pennies are very, very hard to get and would cost a pretty penny to get. Ha 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 ha. Yawning is contagious. All of you get yawned. Needed it in my DMs. Thank you, Valner. I'll have to look at just a minute. Oh dear, what a day. Had to bring your dad to the hospital via taxi. He was in a lot of pain because he was having trouble peeing. He now is one of those sackets that can catch up all the pee. He is safe at home, and you are too now. Oh my gosh, I hope everything's okay. Hope everything turns out to be okay. Thank you for taking good care of your dad. Absolutely. Hope you get some rest now. Let's see what Valner flung in my general direction. Googly eyes! Thank you for the googly eyes, Vampirus. I appreciate it. Ah! Thank you for throwing a friend. That is perfect. That is being added to the playlist immediately. Where is it? Where's my playlist button? Save. That's the one. Perfect. Thank you, Velder. Where are googly eyes? They're on my face! Can't wait to be able to punt the sun again. Your dad screamed the whole hospital together. It was awful to see, but he's sleeping. He couldn't sleep the whole night. I'm glad he's able to sleep. In fact, I can send stuff to Holy too. True. Good to see you all. A little orange distraction from today. Well, I'm glad I'm able to be here to be a distraction for the day. You have one more from Vi. Ah, cheese! Thank you for the cheese, Tunic. Ah, Factor, thank you for your very incredible submission for the playlist. However, that is not a valid submission. Unfortunately, I do not believe "but" is a valid submission for the playlist. Why not? Not a song. Your roll is 79. Congratulations. Get another vibe in one of my DMs. Ah! Oh, this one's for Philip? Okay, okay. Thank you, Hellion. I appreciate it. We don't do self-promotions over in my chat. Appreciate it. Why is my dashboard not letting me see, like, actually holding a chat? It's just clearing away chats as soon as they show up. I was trying to go and delete it myself. Thank you, Hellion. But yeah, that one definitely is a vibe bounder, but I don't know if I'm going to throw that one on the playlist, because I think that one might be a little too much of a vibe. Eh, man, this one's a vibe too. Up to you, the option is there. Okay, I'll think about it. We do have ads starting in about 5 minutes. I appreciate everyone for hanging out during the ads. We run 3 minutes of ads to keep the free rolls turned off when folks come into stream. It's the minimum we can set per hour. It also helps support you. I appreciate it. That is going to start in 5 minutes. If you guys don't want the ads, feel free to check for your Amazon Primes. If you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you get a free Prime sub that you can use on any channel across Twitch for a free month of ad-free viewing, as well as access to all of the Tier 1 emotes. Here's my shield for the day. Ads incoming! Hold the line! Kaboom! Why are you grumpy, Factor? Why so grumpy? Even the head pats, I appreciate it. Factor, did you clear the queue earlier? And I just didn't notice. Is that why you're grumpy? Oh, I mean, yes. And I didn't even realize. But yeah, we cleared the shiny queue. Yeah. Ugh. Shinies no longer exist. They have been cleared out of the queue. All Pokemon is now shiny locked. No longer possible. Aw, dang it. Ermagerd, how dareth thou? 23,000 grass patch runs is quite the feat.
Surskit! Ah!
My throat caught up when I said that. When you're free from the perfect decks, let's talk. We can talk, surely. Thereabouts, what kind of conversation would you have? Let me make you think. Perhaps. Can you set a potential song for the playlist? Shoot it my way. I will consider.
Hand pats! Thank you for the hand pat, Sam. I appreciate it.
Okay, there's the ping. Hydrate! I will hydrate. Thank you. This feels like a very Xenoblade song. When I tried to make contact with the gods of the piss bird, but I got the secretary instead. They said you had earned a piss bird. You're owed a piss bird somewhere between now and 50 years. Hope that helps. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. You got a shiny male Gligar for your shiny form deck? Awesome, Nod. Look at you making progress. God, I wish somebody would be around here. It's entirely up to you if you want to add it. I was just like, oh, Holy might like this. I do like that. I think the difference between that and the Frontier Village song that I had earlier that was also of a slower variety is that the Frontier Village song still had kind of an upbeat undertones to it, while the Lazy Afternoons from Kingdom Hearts feels more slower, like thinking back about the memories of times you've enjoyed, and it's not quite got that same upbeat undertones to it like I was expecting. That's why you were thinking as to why I was like, yeah, you check. Fair. Valid. Real talk though, Holy, judging by how this is going, I firmly believe you'll get a shiny Surskit before shiny Swablu. If I get a shiny Surskit, I will have peak. We are done with the hunt and we move on. Guys, I can tell you're in a Kingdom Hearts 2 vibe. I know you fumbled with the sentence, but I know what you meant. Philip knows a sweet tune. Oh, interesting. I don't have Moobot set up for like song requests or anything. I'll just throw it out there. This boss is fucking hard, man, and I'm not suggesting this boss music, even though it's good, because it's too fast. I do need to be careful with a lot of boss music. Oh, and I also need to be careful with a lot of Kingdom Hearts music, because one, Disney, two, Square Enix, both of those companies are very much, we don't like you using song music, like video game music, even though you're supposed to be allowed to. They will still copyright the shit out of them. Same with Capcom. Capcom's also really bad to DMCA claim a lot of the music, even though you're supposed to be allowed to use it. That's why I usually stick to a lot of Nintendo songs. You would have swarmed me with Epic the musical songs if I had Moobot. But I don't. I don't even have that bot connected to the channel. Welcome to the ad break, everyone. I appreciate— oh, the quiz! Quiz! Wow! Oh, I almost forgot the Pokemon quiz! Ah, the quiz! Ah! Ah! Quiz! Gen 2! Okay, go! Wait, let me turn on the other languages. Alright, go! Gen 2! Go! Swablu's not in this generation. This is a game that we've started playing during the ad break so that those of you in the ads won't miss anything. Ugh. We are currently going through Gen 2, so any order, just so long as you remember the Pokemon, you type it correctly in chat, and it will get submitted onto the decks. And we compete to see who can get the top 3 spots. Alright, for a walk. Wow, look at y'all go. I've enabled all the language modes, so you should be good, Valner. Where's Circa where you need him? Circa's at work. Circa. Bulbasaur. That's not Gen 2, I don't think. Circa, take break and come quiz. Oh, I know that song, Philip. Yeah, we could add that one. It is a lovely one. Entei, Bob. Nod is just going ham. Also, welcome back from the ad break, everyone. I appreciate you all for hanging out during them. It was 3 minutes is the minimum we can set per hour to keep the pre-rolls turned off for folks coming to stream. And so we should be good for the next hour. It says next 55 minutes. We should be good. I think we're gonna let this go on till we finish. We got 30 Pokemon left. We are 70 out of 100. So get in your final submission. But yeah, Valner, all of the language options should be enabled. So you should be good. Slug my balls! Ah! What's that between Jump Bluff and Sunkern? Is it like Stantler, maybe? Oh, it could be Unknown. No, Unknown's already there. Yeah, the bull pug. Yeah. There it is. There you go, Nod. Nod's got it. Unknown A, Unknown B, Unknown C, Unknown D. Oh, it's Apom. Okay. We do have one Pokemon missing between Scizor and Heracross. Chuckle! Chuckwee! We also have a Pokemon missing between Stantler and Tyrode. Yeah, we got the Sneasel line. No, it's just Sneasel in this game. I forgot. Teddiursa. Yeah, Swinub, Piloswine. Did we get Smoochum? Yes, we did. I see that. We got one Pokemon between Piloswine and Remoraid, and we got one Pokemon between Stantler and Tyrone. Those are the last Pokemon. Corsola, perfect. And there's one more Pokemon. We're one left. Who will get this final Pokemon? Mew3, yeah! Now we got Pichu. That's up there next to Lantern. We have done Sparse. gotta be somewhere up there by, like, Blackthorn, if we're thinking about, like, regions. We have Skarmory. We have Kingdra. Smeargle! Ah! Congratulations! Nod for being #1. Valner, like, right behind him at 32. 53 to 32. Everyone else was just doing their best. We love y'all. Congrats. Congrats, congrats. Oh, I gotta rub my eyes. Bah. Had a slow start. Yeah, the quizzes are so much fun to do. Grass got Umbreon and Espeon and bailed hard. And you know, I'm surprised, Factor, considering how much you've been doing the perfect dexing. That you haven't been getting more Pokemon. You're gonna go do some on Sporkle now? Good luck, good luck. After Gen 2, you're useless. Well, this was Gen 2. Although I will say, if we do Gen 3, we'll have an easy head start with all of the Pokemon we've been seeing for the past 6 months. I bother when others are gonna zoom through them all, and you get the ones you care about. And that's definitely valid. That's another strategy people could take, is get your favorites, and then let everyone else take them. Gen 2 only had 100 in total, so it was a bit too easy. But that was like a good amount as like a starting quiz that we could do that wouldn't have taken too much time. Now that we're kind of easing into it and we're going to be expecting it for the next ad break, I can start that one a little sooner and we can do one of the larger ones. Have we done Unova yet? I don't think so. Bets on what the final gen will be 100 years from now? Maybe. I don't know. We should be on Gen 10 next. And there's going to be a lot of hype and expectations to go with Gen 10. People are already trying to, like, drop leaks and shit for it, which I put zero faith into. Yeah, there's only 3 minutes to do the Genova! Gen 1 is even easier because we have too many Gen 1ers in here. I think we did Gen 1 before, but we had to do them in order. So you had to do you had to start with Bulbasaur, then Ivysaur, then Venusaur, and so on and so forth. And that one was actually tricky. 5th gen, best gen? Yeah, Nod would absolutely take Gen 5, knock it out of the park. Stinking aliens killing the planet. Genova. And actually doing the Gen 1 decks in order was really tricky because some of the Pokemon didn't... Which one's Gen 5 is Unova, so that would be the Black and White game. So Tepig, Snivy, and Oshawott. We did Gen 5 once? We may have. Or that was with like the full quiz where it was every generation. Once we started narrowing down to different generations, I know we did Galar, which was Gen 8. You haven't played Black and White or Black and White 2? I think they are very great, very good game. When the games that first came out, they got a lot of criticism because they did what Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald did again, where they but the first games were all new Pokemon. There were no returning Pokemon. It was just brand new from scratch. You know, there were no repeats. Then in Black and White 2, that's when they brought in, like, normal, everyday Pokemon from all regions and just scattered them about. You pick Gen 3, biased because you haven't kept up since. Well, this is Gen 3. I'm currently playing Gen 3. That is the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I think they came out in 2004. With Emerald coming out maybe 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. Yeah, even as a kid, I heard mad shit about Black and White. Now you hear nothing but praise. Time was far kinder to them. Yeah, absolutely. I still do not like Gen 6. Never have. I thought Gen 6 were, like, very flashy, very cool when it first came out. But actually going and playing the games, not a great experience. And we even played through them several times on stream, just to see if my opinion of them would improve. I still do not like them. Hater alert, I am an X and Y hater. Yes, X and Y. And I feel like the biggest reason for that is because they focus way too much on the Mega Evolutions adding in new form. They focus way too much on, wow, 3D models, 3D environments. Wow, look at all the 3D camera angles that we can do. And I think the story and the characters suffered a lot more because of that. Also, with the rivals, you were given 5 rivals, which was way too much in my opinion. There were way too many characters to try to keep up with, and their ties intermingled with each other, and you couldn't get the depth of the rivals that you could have with, like, Black and White. Black and White had some incredible rival storylines as well. Like, you had Bianca's growth and journey, going off on a Pokemon adventure, like, with the disapproval of her parents. Sharon trying to figure out, like, difference between what makes a trainer strong and learning to, like, slow down and care for your Pokemon. And then in Black and White 2, you had Hugh with, like, it's not all just about revenge. You need to, like, you know, slow down, smell the flowers a little bit. And also finding a purpose once you did, you know, exact your revenge, sort of, you got that Pokemon back. We lost our 3DS screw, my PC case for those fucking games. It was not worth it. I don't know if it was for those games specifically, but yes, that did happen. Black and White had a phenomenal amount of post-game, especially Black and White 2. I would love to be able to sit down and do the medal rally for Black and White 2. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh man, I have been so, like, hyped up excited for it ever since watching Johnstone do it live. That's probably been like 2 years ago now. And what sucks about it though is that you, like, the 30-person FunFest medal really is the biggest one that sucks, which means I would have to go and travel. I would have to go to, like, some kind of larger Pokemon event where they're holding the medal rally. Or a medal rally event. And that can't always be feasible, which stinks. 100 score one or 1,000 score one in FunFest mission was only able to do it with the controller mod. Oh, so you got the 100, but you haven't quite got the 1,000. Yeah, that could definitely be tricky because the items don't always spawn in the same spots for each game. So the controller mod, you end up doing a lot of redundant movements. The 1,000-point one is not able to be done with 4 systems. Yeah, I could believe that. Like the little missions you could do for the in-game buffs. They were not super bad, but it was great for breeding. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you could use the orbs from the FunFest missions to actually enhance your experience in the game. You can, you know, there's little buffs. You can make hatching a little easier. You can make it easier to find rare Pokemon. Make it easier to get wrestling spots. You can make it easier. You get bonus experience. Like, there were so many, like, really nice things. And it changed into O-Powers in Gen 6, which I think slid under the radar a lot because it was connected with a lot of the, like, the internet communications and shit. Yeah, they lock a lot of those quality of life improvements behind DLC now. Really stinky. This is the first time you've heard of Black and White having a post-game? Oh, absolutely! Yeah. So, Black and White 1, I'm a little less familiar with the post-game on that one. But there is an entire city that you could go to called either the Black City or the White, or like the White Forest. And those are actually interchangeable. It's a different city for whichever game you're playing. And then once you beat the game, you can send, like, a key to another game. Opelousas has a different design as well. Several of the locations in Black and White, and Black 2, White 2, they are different depending on which version you're playing. But this is an entirely new city with new NPCs, new, like, different mechanics and everything. Black City and White Forest were mostly, like, I would say they're, like, battle facilities. Yeah, Join Avenue! Absolutely. But when you beat the game, you could send like a key to another game. I don't know if this was in Black and White, but in Black 2, White 2, you could send a key to another version. And so if you beat Black 2, you would unlock the challenge key. So you could send that key to another game, unlock it, and you could literally start a brand new save file with a more challenging gameplay experience. Like the levels would be higher, like the AI would be a little harder. If you beat White 2, you would unlock the easy key, and you could send that and make an easy mode. Yes, hard mode and easy mode. You also, with those keys, you can choose to swap which city you wanted. So you could choose Black City, you could choose White Forest. You could have White Forest in Black 2, which normally you wouldn't be able to unless you did that key trade link feature thing. You could also send the Reggie Caves. Like, you could send Reggie Rock and Reggie Ice to each other. And then once you had both of those, you could get Reggie Steel. And then once you have all three of them, you could get Reggie Gigas. And there's just a lot you can do. It was a very, like, local, like, if Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were, like, the online communication games and connection games, then Black and White, Black 2, White 2 were all about the local communication, I would say. It absolutely thrived with local communication. And it made it so much fun to be able to, like, play with friends. Like, actually play with friends. Like, playing online is fun if you want to do battles and trading for, like, on a larger scale. But just being able to sit down and play with your friends, and, like, you could do FunFest missions together. You could, like, in Black and White, you had the Entralink, and you could go visit someone else's world space. Ah! There's so much you can do! Challenge mode is broken, though, since coding error prevents the increased Aww. And so, aww. I didn't know that! Now I'm just sad. So, ideally, like, you could go have actual friends, or just have multiple copies of the game, which sucks now because they're like $150 a piece now, and it sucks. The only game that I have is a Japanese White 2. I would love to be able to have, like, an English copy of the game so I can play through with that with you guys on stream, and we could do the medal rally and have a lot of fun with that together. There's passerbys, and, like, you would get, like, little pop-ups, and, like, oh, hey, I just evolved my Pokemon. Like, shit like that, like you would get with the sticker and stamp functions with Sword and Shield, except that was just on, like, the online scale. But, like, your friends list would pop up. Oh, hey, I just evolved my Metapod into Butterfree. Oh, hey, I'm looking for a trade or max battles. That was all the way back in Gen 5. Yeah, you can catch N's Pokemon in Black and White, too. Because going along with the story of Black and White, N no longer felt like he could be a competent trainer, and he no longer wanted to keep Pokemon with him, so he released them out into the wild, and you could go find those Pokemon. I don't know why she's barking. I'll be right back. I'm back. RJ's dad needed to pop home. I'm guessing, like, maybe a package got delivered, or if there was something he needed to pick up. Hey, Vortex, welcome in. But RJ's dad is Nippy's literal worst nemesis, and so she will bark and act like that every time he shows up. So I apologize. She has now been calmed, at least for now, until, like, he makes a sound that will set her off again. Just get... I miss good Pokemon games. Now, okay, so I will go in and say, you can find N's Pokemon out in the wild, but I think it's like a 1% chance that it could spawn. But they cannot be shiny. Because, I think it's because of how, like, the programming was set up. N's Pokemon have a special, like, in-battle, like, sparkle effect. And, like, having a shiny Pokemon would overwrite the N's Pokemon sparkle effects. I don't think they can actually be shiny. They did shiny luck. Nod would know more about that than me. You've got 4 Black and White 2s and 4 Hard Gold Soul Silvers. Alright, Nod. Money spread on me. They are shiny lock. Okay. Because I always thought that would be like a really cool, like hard, difficult hunt to get. But they're also like higher level, so you could just propel trip them. Should have known me like 7 years ago, Holy. You had game from every generation. I also had games from every generation, and then I had to sell them a few years back to help cover some credit card bills. And it was probably one of the biggest mistakes that I've made in recent memory. I regret selling all of those Pokemon games. And so now I just need to get them back up from the ground up. And now, because it's not like a collection, I'm looking for like the best condition games. I'm just looking for anything that'll run. So I was able to get like a cheaper version of Soul Silver, I think for like $75, $95 or something. Just because it hadn't been tested, so there was no guarantee that it was going to work, and I took a gamble on it. Recently you found a shiny Dratini in your mono flying type run for Pokemon Violet. Oh my gosh, that's super exciting. Aw, Dratini is such a good shiny too. I like that it turns like that vibrant pink, and I think Dragonair, its little like orb on its throat or tail, I think, does it turn gold instead of blue? You can actually remove the shiny sparkle on a shiny Pokemon by doing all the strange endings. Yeah, with the Pokestar Studio. You can overwrite those shiny sparkles with the Pokestar Studio. Yay. Yeah, see, it turns gold. Thank you, Tunic. Such a good shiny. Both of them are. I'm not as huge of a fan of moldy green Dragonite, but I would love to see if those colors change to be more in line with the Dragonair colors for when it Mega Evolves since gay. Can we just get Pokemon in Monster Hunter Collection for older kids? I wish. And I think I agree with Johnstone. The biggest reason why we haven't seen Pokemon games like that is because there is a conflict of interests between Game Freak, Nintendo, and the Pokemon Company, being the three largest voices. And probably they all want to do different things with the old Pokemon. In addition, we had this issue before with the Gen 1 and Gen 2 games, where they had to get re-rated for all of the gambling and things, which made them, like, rated M for mature because of gambling in some countries. And Pokemon really wants to try to avoid that as much as possible. But if they did re-release the old games, they would have to get re-rated again, and that would be more rated M per game. So I don't know. And I think Heart Gold Soul Silver might be okay because they've replaced it with Voltorb Flip. I don't know if that actually counts as gambling or not. I think it might depend on the country. For some of them, they were outright removed. Some of them were replaced with Voltorb Flip. Some of them, they kept the gambling. Like, I think Japan kept the gambling, with the slot machines in particular. And then I think the US, North America release had the Voltorb Flip. I want to say the PAL versions just had it removed altogether because their gambling laws were a lot stricter. But if we're gonna have an M-rated Pokemon, might as well add tits. Fuck Voltorb Flip. I actually really like Voltorb Flip, even if it gets under my skin sometimes. I've not gone to play it in a long time. A Factor is a whiz at Voltorb Flip. Same with Minesweeper. He's really good at both of them. It'd be cool if they released the Pokewalker again with new features. Absolutely. I would love to see, like, a periphery like that where you can take your Pokemon on the go again. They had the Pokeball Plus with, like, the Mew on it for Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. And then there's, like, the what was it? Like, the Pokemon Go Plus Plus device for Pokemon Go. You have your Pokemon Sleep device. But I want to be able to put my Pokemon on a device and carry it around with me. I wanted to be able to do that, and I was very sad I missed out on that in the peak of the era. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I was in the middle of rambling, and I didn't want to interrupt my train of thought. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Remember they put the old OG Game Boy games on 3DS ages ago? Did they ever put them on NSO? Not yet. Yeah. So currently, Gen 1 and Gen 2, red, blue, green, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. All of those were on the 3DS Virtual Console. I think they were like $10 a piece. It was super, super cheap. But now that the 3DS eShop is shut down, you can no longer purchase those games. Never changed, Nintendo. You love doing Voltro Flip? You did like a whole 4-hour stream once?
Yeah.
Sausage nipples? Oh, for Miltank? Do you like Miltank?
Yeah.
Do you like Miltank? I remember Ruby and Sapphire still having slot machines in Mauville, and you also remember Voltro Flip and Heart Gold Still Silver? Yeah, I don't think I ever did the gambling as much in Ruby and Sapphire, because I don't remember there being anything worthwhile. Like, you couldn't get Pokemon. It was just TMs and items, and I was not very interested. You know, like, just casual playthroughs. Might be because you played Minesweeper on your PC as a 6-year-old kid, not understanding it, and haven't recovered since. Real! Hey, Abba! What's poppin' and vibing with you? We are currently still looking for Swablu. I am yapping my face off because I can't shut the fuck up. God help me. I don't really like Miltank, mainly because of Whitney. Also fair, because Whitney's Miltank was just trauma. They should never have allowed something so tanky to have rollout so early on in the game. Still own all of your old Pokemon games except for Ruby, which you lost somewhere in the many movings I had as a kid. I miss my Game Boy Color that I had. It was yellow and blue, and it had Pikachu on it. The power switch was a Pokeball on it, and it had I think it had Pikachu and Jigglypuff and shit on there. I miss it. It got lost in one of the moves. I got really upset because that's also very expensive to replace now. Ah! Hope this yellow guy arrives sooner. I sure hope so. You have Emerald instead of Ruby now? Some people would say that is the better experience. First game. Doesn't a trade Onix completely wall Miltank? Perhaps, but I didn't like using trade Pokemon during the playthroughs because it was incredibly hard to keep them in line level-wise with the rest of my team because they gained that boosted experience for being a traded Pokemon. And so, when I did get a chance to use them when they were still leveled with the rest of the team, it wouldn't be very long before they out-leveled them again. And then they would sit in the back of the team and I would use everybody else, and it felt like I weren't really using all of my team. Unless rollout gets too powerful, resistance just doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, if you let Miltank just stack rollouts, or you could go the strat and try to put it to sleep. I think actually no, Bayleaf gets poison powder. It doesn't get sleep powder. Otherwise, I think if you catch an Oddish in the forest maybe and have it learn sleep powder, perhaps, or if you were to catch a Drowsy, maybe it would have hypnosis and just kind of stop the rollout. Sapphire is better than Emerald. You can get rare candies with level 3 Zigzagoons. Also true. I never knew about that as a kid growing up. I could have saved myself so much time. I have a lot of pings. Good lord. Okay. Philip sent me a few songs. Yes, that one, Valner. That one right there. That was my old Pokemon DS, excuse me. My old Pokemon Game Boy, and I think they're like $150 to replace now. Last I looked. Holy Suffering from Success. Further throwback, had your own pinball game as a tween. Thank you for the friend, I appreciate it. $119. Yeah. Man. That was one of the Game Boys that my uncle had gifted to us. It was like a random spur of the moment, package arrived in the mail. Here's some Game Boys as birthday presents, because my brother and mine's birthday were so close together, but my sister would have felt left out if she didn't get one, so she ended up getting one. And I grabbed that Pokemon one up so fast. My brother got a purple transparent one, and I don't remember what my sister got. Hers might have been the pink transparent Game Boy Advance. That might have been what it was. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ludo. Good to see you. Don't forget your shiny rolls, everyone. If you get 8192 or 4096, it gets you a gifted sub to the channel. If you're sub, you get extra roll. If you're mod, you get extra roll. If you're VIP, you get extra roll. Good luck, good luck. Yes, it was the Atomic Purple. And he actually ended up gifting that back to me, after we became adults. Good morning, you did not sleep well. I actually didn't sleep well either. You wouldn't be able to tell considering how much I'm yapping and talking right now. But I'm also blaming that because I took my medicines earlier, and that is kind of making me wired. I ignored your message. I did not mean to. Shit's rolling fast. Asking the Vampirist? Yeah. That was back when we, at the second apartments that we lived at, when we got that package. Because that's when we were in the middle of our, Game Boy era. Rolling up, rolling up. I see Abba. Damn, hope this yellow guy arrives sooner. Mitch says he thinks the Battlefront is more interesting than the Battle Tower, but you couldn't care less about the Battle 10. I never did either of them. Gammy said Retro AF, you still kick ass on Pong and Brickbuster games? Hell yeah. Yeah, that was when we were talking about rollout getting, resistances don't matter once it gets enough stacks, and then go check the DMs. What about Wonder Guard Spirit Team? I don't know. Oh, do some of my redeems work? Okay, so currently all of my redeems should work. Like Head Pat should work. Googly Eyes should work. I did go and fix those since coming back from my peak trip. So all of those should work. I didn't mean to ignore your message. I apologize. Things were rolling really fast as well with the shiny rolls as well. Thank you for throwing a friend. Thank you for the googly eyes. Thank you for demonstrating that my redeems are working currently. Yes, all of them should be working as intended. And if not, I'll refund points back to you if something doesn't. Okay, I think, yeah. My Vampy doesn't remember at all. Yeah, because she put like a suffocating blanket over all of her childhood memories. Don't know if this shows up in English. It's a whole changing kit. Oh, yeah, okay. It does show up in English. But I don't know if that's legit or not, or if it's like a reproduction. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I'm just wanting to buy it. And then you could like IPS upgrade the screen. Might have to look into that later. All the lulls. Almost over odds. That means you're gonna get the shiny first. Right. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Abba. I will do so. I'll even crack open a fresh one for you. Hell yeah. What's my least favorite shiny? Good question. I gotta say, the ones that don't change their colors very much are very underwhelming, and I don't like them as a thing, and I wish that they could have been redesigned. And a few other things to check out later. Sounds great. I'm gonna go ahead and look at those. Cheese! Thank you for the cheese, Gammy. I appreciate it. Oh, I know. Swablu. Mods, time out, Mike, for 600 seconds. Demoed the redeems when Abba asked. They ignored your message. Yeah. Sorry. What did you say? I don't see you saying anything, Factor. First hit. Ah! Almost, like, interrupted with Circa. Oh, you did actually time out Mike! I'm just kidding! No, let him come back! Let him come back! Let him back! Let him back! No, are you in trouble? No. Factor remove the timeout? Okay. They should make regular shiny the Mega's colors. Oh, that would be cool. I do like that Garchomp, being a very unimpressive shiny, turns very hot kawaii pink when it Mega Evolves. I love that. Unfortunately, Mega Garchomp Eye is a pain in the ass to try to get. Because you need to get like 1,000 flags from secret bases in order to get that Mega Stone. And it's so bad to the point where speedruns to go and collect every Mega Stone purposely exclude that stone because it is such a pain in the ass to get. You've been SOS hunting shinies that have a Mega Evolution to get their shiny Mega Sprite and Ultra Moon? Yeah, Garchomp isn't even gettable in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You have to trade it over from an X and Y. Or is it available with Radar? Since you're a sucker for shiny Dex Sprite, yeah, I do like it when you can go and see those. Same with Houndoom. No, it's not available with Radar or anything. Damn. Why did they even bother introducing that then? Like, what was the point? I do also agree with the part of the community that wants Mega Evolution to go towards Pokemon that really need, like, special attention or, like, a boost in its stats. Like, I think Ampharos, Bayonet, Sableye were all very good choices. Medicham. As much as, like, they're not my favorite Pokemon in the world, I do think that they really appreciated having a Mega Evolution. Pokemon like Dragonite, Garchomp, some of the pseudos don't really need Mega. Alright, peace out all. Gotta go home and do the domestics. Have a great time, Gammy. Thank you for hanging out, especially. I always love seeing you, sir. And if you are ever confused or have questions or anything, I am more than happy to explain things for you. I know you are not a Twitch user aficionado, and so I am happy to explain things for you. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for giving up some of your precious time today. I'll see you later. All it is just Prankster Destiny Bond for the cost of a Mega. Ah, classic. Keeping your Dragon Boy, you love Dragonite's Mega design. It's definitely grown on me, and I love crashing and posing. Dude, don't crash, thank you. Especially if you're driving, don't crash. Bad. Road safety. You want to Mega Darmanitan with an even higher attack stat. I mean, we do have Galarian Darmanitan. That thing recently did put in work. Sorry for the bother with you guys. No, Abbott, you are not a bother. Oh my gosh, no. It's just Twitch is yapping a lot, and I am doing my best to try to keep up with everything. So I apologize if I am missing messages. If I do, feel free to repost, or if you want me to scroll back up, I will definitely go look for them. But you are not a bother in the slightest, Abbott. Always good to see you. Enjoy your lurk. Hi, Snowmy. Hey, Shep. Good to see you. Hi. Yeah, Zen Galarian Darmanitan is the one with the bonkers attack. Yeah. Stinky, holy, I'm not stinky assuming. No. Oh, dude, you actually thought the Mega was so dumb, but it def grew on me. Yeah, it's definitely grown on me. Like, at first, I wasn't very impressed because they just slapped a pair of wings on it. But getting a better look at the design, having, like, some more appreciation, and letting it just kind of sit and simmer for a little while. I think I definitely do enjoy it more. And I see them trying to, like, they're listening to the fanbase of just, man, I wish Dragonite's design paired better with the rest of its evolutionary line. Like, why does it look so out of place? And they're trying to, like, kind of go back and say, okay, let's try to bridge the gap with this Mega evolution. And I see what they're trying to do. It's definitely a tricky angle, and what they've done, I don't think is a bad thing. I don't know if it's what I would have done. I mean, what else would you have wanted? You wanted to go back to blue skin and its limbs shrink away? Limbless Dragonite? Surprised they haven't added shiny sprites to stream avatars yet. I'm surprised too, and I know some people have gone in and manually recolored a lot of the Pokemon sprites. Like, I know Poker did that for a while as, like, a channel point redeem, is that you could request a shiny Pokemon to be added to stream avatars, but I think he did get burnt out on that. Hi, Shockwee! This girl is on Swablu! Yeah! Really hoping they won't make Mega Hydreigon, because it's fine as it is. No, it doesn't! Hydreigon does not need a Mega. I saw Ludo say, Mega Krokorok, I think. I think that's a really interesting one. I'm not sure how they would do that if they just make it lay down like Skeledirge. Because, like, it was laying down, it stood up, and got bigger and beefier. So if it Mega Evolves, what happens? Does it get bigger and beefier? You just want your shiny Mega Pidgeot? I do still need to go back and work on that lit and soft reset hunt, because that takes forever. But I was trying to gather eggs on my DS, for our Crystal Odd Egg hunt. Need to go back to that and continue, because I think last I had about 65 eggs. I wanted to get up to 100 eggs, I think, just so that we would reach odds. Because Shiny Pichu is a 1% chance of getting, so I wanted to get 100 eggs, get to odds, and then see where we get up. Talents and Garchomp both didn't need a shiny. Heck, Garchomp's Mega is just a worse Garchomp. Yeah, because they took away some of Garchomp's speed, which is what made Garchomp stay relevant in the meta and keep it ahead of some of the other dragon types in the meta. You got 2 shinies while first in the queue. Yeah, Shockwee, come on, share the luck with the rest of the class. Come on now. Egg. Turns into a killer croc. Could you imagine Mega Krokorok with Moxie still? Like, that's with, like, Mega, Salamander. Mega Flygon? We just get that one. Actually could be PvP viable. I think Mega, Flygon would be really fucking sick. Yeah, minus speed on Evodes is almost always a death sentence. Absolutely. Mega Crocodile with his lower jaw gone would be a Pokemon move to make. I don't think I see the vision. Mega Stone took away its item slot that was normally used for Life Orb or Scarfs. True. Yeah, Life Orb, Scarf, if you wanted it as like a Stealth Rock setter in the early game, Rocky Helmet to combine with Rough Skin. Where's all your brown shinies? That reminds me of like a debate I got into with Yogi about what Pokemon were considered brown shinies. Like he thinks that Cyndaquil is a brown shiny. For some of them could be seen as like an orange shiny. Or like I think I do see the vision with Cyndaquil being a brown shiny. Sneasel in Gen 2 is absolutely a brown shiny. I think that's a good brown. I like it. But some of them, like someone said Cacnea is a brown shiny. And I'm like, no, that thing is a bright rusty orange. Orange and brown are the same on the color wheel, you know? Where are our Latina shinies? I want to get Swablu first, and then we do Latinas. Because I don't want to have a bunch of hunts going for the same generation at that point. Like, as my Generation 3 game, it is going to be Swablu until we get it. And then I will swap in and out, like, Gen 4s. Like, I think Gen 4 right now is the 10% Gyarados. But we're so over Oz on this hunt, I want to get something, anything, before I allow myself to move on to another hunt. Orange is more tropical, and brown is more nature. Yeah, I can see that. Brown is just dark orange. Yes. And, like, that's where it starts getting kind of, like, muddy, confused, and, like, a debate back and forth, like, what color the shiny Pokemon would be considered as. And it's also very subjective as well, because color is subjective. Like, people will argue back and forth if something is red, or pink, or purple, or fuchsia, or magenta, or maroon, or wine, you know, whatever the fuck. And so, a lot of people have done, like, shiny hunting events where you are hunting down specific colors. Hey, Dawn! Good to see you! You're on lunch, wanted to say hi. Always good to see you, Dawn. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. I'm just yapping my face off right now. But, so, like, for an example, we recently had a Fight for the Flags event in Epilogue Gaming with, Sora Keyheart, hosting the event for us. But, like, I know I had to work with Jinja and try to, like, nail down exactly what color a shiny would be considered for. So, like, shiny Cubfu, or Cubchoo, for an example, I listed as purple while they listed as pink. And I think in that case, because there was a flag that we were trying to color coordinate with, I think I went with the purple instead because the Cubchoo did not match the pink that flag was trying to emulate. And I've had this issue like way back before streaming, before I used Discord. I used to be a moderator in Facebook Pokemon groups. That's when I first got into the online community with Gen 6 and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Those were the first games I had connection with the community. And we tried doing, like, again, shiny hunting events. And, you know, you would mark off, you know, hey, this shiny is for this color, this shiny is for this color, so on and so forth. And there was a lot of arguing back and forth whether some shinies would be considered this color or not. And especially for some shinies that don't change their color very much. Like Girafarig, for an example. Like, the only thing that changes with Girafarig is that its nose turns blue. So is that considered a blue shiny? I said yes, because that's the significant color that was being changed in between normal and shiny. Some people voted yellow because that was the predominant color of the Pokemon overall. Like, it's so much, like, arguing and debate back and forth that I try to not avoid, but I don't try to encourage that with all. If I were a gym leader, what type would I use? Dragon, 100%. What is your Acemon? Garchomp, absolutely. And I say this with 100% certainty because in those Facebook groups that I moderated in, we had a gym league that people could, like, they could challenge. And that was the type that I had. I had Dragon-type gyms. I used Garchomp. I used Mega Garchomp. And I loved it. We had to plan and strategize our teams around being monotype, whereas our challengers could use whatever typing they want. They just needed to fit within the Smogon OU rule sets. And so we ended up losing more than we did winning, but that's part of the point. You would need Sticky Web support for Mega Garchomp. True. However, I don't think there were really any good Dragon types back then that got Sticky Web support. You would use Electric. Electric was a really strong one, considering it only had a ground type weakness. Just as the base type alone had a ground type weakness, and that was it. Ice and Fire were some of the most difficult ones that people would try to run gyms for because they were all hyper offense, they had no defense, and they were incredibly weak to like stealth rocks, rock slides, stone edge. And a lot of them struggled to actually like well, back then, like, you had a lot of stall meta, and you had a lot of struggle. Yeah, Galvantula is a very good sticky web lead. I think Araquanid nowadays is also a really good sticky web lead. But having Mono Dragon, and I could use Pokemon that had the dragon typing, I don't think I had access to that. If I was allowed to use anything like that, back then, Baton Pass was legal, so I would set up with Mew with Dragon Dance to gain plus attack and plus speed, then Baton Pass that over to Mega Garchomp. Shame there's no Bug Dragon yet. Maybe one day. We got really close with Applin being like a grass dragon. Oh, and back then, because Megas were a thing and they could change typing, we were allowed to use, like, let's say if I wanted to use Ampharos, I could use Ampharos on my team, but I had to specify that this would be my Mega Evolution. And I would have to Mega Evolve it turn 1, so that it would have the Dragon typing as soon as possible. So on and so forth. Hydrate, I will hydrate, thank you, because I'm yapping way too much. Make a variant of Flygon that's Bug Dragon. That would be cool. Okay. My stomach actually starting to get really sick. So I think I need to calm down a little. Missed this. What was it? Not easy to follow now. Using Mono Dragon. If I were to be a gym leader, what typing would I use and what would be my signature Pokemon? I would use Dragon typing and I would have Garchomp as my star Pokemon, my 8th. But it was a lot of fun. We got to make our own like trainer cards. It was super easy because you would have your friend codes attached to it. You could have like your favorite Pokemon, the name of your gym, like you could personalize it, and you had to share your friend code anyway. So instead of having to go to your DS and pull up your friend code constantly, you would just have a little card that you could have in your photo gallery. You could post into the Facebook comments of your challenge post, whatever. Back then, when we did it on Facebook. However, after Gen 8 and Sword and Shield, we had a lot of die-off in interest because, you know, people were very mad at Sword and Shield, especially when the games first came out. Some of our mods and admin team had to step down, and our group slowly started losing activity. And that's when I started really looking into, not really looking into, but I started really branching into Discord a lot as well. How did I get to where I was today? Today, it's because I needed a break from Pokemon after Sword and Shield and Dynamax Adventures, and Landorus, Therian form coming back into the meta. I hated that thing with a burning passion. Hated that everything needed to be planned around that one specific Pokemon. Kind of like having to plan around Excadrill and Sand. You're probably gonna get going. I appreciate you hanging out, Vortex. I've been seeing you chat a lot. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to talk more directly to you. It's always good to have you. Hope to catch you later. Have a great day. Just been yapping way too much today. Would lose the Sandstorm immunity, gain Stealth Rock weakness instead of resistance. Doesn't really take advantage of physical bug moves besides the turn. Yeah, Bug isn't the best typing defense. It definitely needs something else to pair with it to make it. My first thought was Scizor, but then Scizor gets like that super big fire weak. So I mean, but Araquanid having Bug Water is actually not bad defensively. Or you could lean more into the full offense and have like Pheromosa. I think Pheromosa is like Bug Fighting, or Buzzwole, I would say. But you also have the Ultra Beast base stats to boost that up too. That was the big thing with Bug-type Pokemon as well, is that they're notorious for having super low base stats. Leech Life, especially in the newer gens, yeah, absolutely. I remember having to adjust a lot of my strategies because Leech Life was actually getting more use. Apparently in Arceus, Dusknoir learns Leech Life. I like that. Make the Bulkymon bulkier. Yes. Nar. We missed the star. Gosh darn it. But also, it's Legends Arceus. Yeah, I think battling in Legends Arceus is very busted because if you're in like the overworld, like fighting against a random Pokemon, you could just flee, run away, heal up your Pokemon, jump right back into it, and they would still have the damage carried over, and you could heal with no repercussion. And so that's why I find it so interesting that you're trying to hardcore Nuzlocke Legends Arceus, because there's so yeah, you can't really do a traditional Nuzlocke with that game. Very tricky. Speaking of, how was your Twilight Princess experience going so far? Last I saw was you being thrown in jail and turning, you turned into Wolflink, you got thrown in jail, and you got to meet Kid. I didn't get to see much further past that, but I'm very excited for your Twilight Princess experience. You turned into a furry! Yippee! Yeah, I do agree with what I saw someone say in chat. The beginning of Twilight Princess is very slow. They drip feed you like a lot of like the tutorial mechanics, and I wish they wouldn't. There's a lot of like cutscenes and story and like characters yapping because they want you to create this emotional attachment with these characters before they get up and kidnapped by the King Bokoblin or whatever. And then you get dragged into the Twilight Zone. They wanted you to build that emotional connection because half of the story is Link trying to go rescue. And so they wanted to make sure that the player would like sympathize with Link and want to go rescue them as well. But you're about to go back to the Twilight world. You got a sword and shield. This is not a coincidence, I swear. You think you'll be going to the Forest Temple? Yes. So once you get the sword and shield, because you turn into Wolflink, you go back to your Ordon village and you get the sword and the shield by sneaking into the guy's house. His name's like Rayloff or something. Rudolph, Rayloff. You take his sword and shield, and then Midna's like, "Great, fantastic, you're set." Then you head towards the Forest Temple, except the forest is going to be changed, and you're gonna have to follow a monkey around, and it's gonna be really fucking annoying. Speedrunners hate it. Surskit, because the monkey is RNG based, and if you get bad RNG, you could just end up wasting a lot of time. The Forest Temple is going to be nothing but monkeys once you get there. Like, I swear to you, it is nothing but monkeys except for the final boss. Good lord. Like, you might as well just title your upcoming stream for the Forest Temple, Monkey Temple. I am not kidding. There are more pings in my... Round to jump. Potato Fairy. Fantastic. You killed the boss you were on? Let's go! Mike randomly sent me LMAO for no reason. You got his ass? Hell yeah. Okay, I need a sip of water. I gotta calm down. You sent it when you were timed out. Fantastic. Thank you. I needed that comment. Because, especially since I'm only now seeing it. We have ads starting in about 5 minutes. I appreciate everyone for hanging out during the ads. It's 3 minutes. Pre-rolls turned off for folks who come into stream. Minimum we can set per hour. And this is the ad break we'll get for the next hour. During the meantime, I'm not going to play the game. We're instead going to be doing the Pokemon quiz website. We saw that a little bit during the previous ad break where we Gen 2 decks. However, I think we're going to be swapping to one of the larger Pokedexes as well. I think we did Gen 5 before, I think someone said. So we're going to swap it up, and we're going to do Gen 4. Feel free to go ahead and start. You're enjoying the Dreamland 3 music? Hell yeah, it's such good music. If you guys would like to go ahead and start the quiz, feel free. I have it turned on and enabled for you guys. You need a quick snack and med? Yes, med check everyone. Make sure you hydrate, stretch, grab yourself a snack. Use this ad break as a way to take a break. That's exactly what it means. You did the boss, you got his ass, his rewards were worthless to the randomizer you're doing. Let's go! Yeah, Legends Arceus is also not balanced with that. The battle mechanic is different, interesting. It is a shit show. Oh my goodness, gravy. Yes, if you guys would like to do the Pokemon quiz, it is the entire Gen 4 decks. You could do it in any order you like. So you could start with, I don't know, Manaphy. You could start with Arceus if you wanted to. And then we get put on a timer and we see how quickly we can complete the decks together as a community and who gets the top 3 slots for who puts in the most Pokemon. So if you guys would like to participate in that, I do have that up and open to you guys as well to get a head start on that before the ads start. Hey, Pats! Thank you for that head, Philip. I feel like I should, like, take, like, a standing stretch break. And I was trying to think if I needed to grab something while I was well. Thank you for being here today, Holy. I'm glad I was able to be here today. I woke up really late, and I was afraid I was going to end up missing the stream. Glad to be here, guys. I'm glad everyone's popped in. That's all I could ever really ask for you guys. You don't have to stay for long. You can just lurk. But just seeing you guys puts a smile on my face and lets me know that I'm doing streaming for a purpose. I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it for you. Actually, that's why I started streaming in the first place, was so I can share a lot of my joy, happiness, and experiences playing games with you guys. Especially for people who, you know, they might not know about Pokemon, or they might not know about the game I'm playing. They may not have played it before. I also wanted streaming to be a reason for me to play some games that I never played from, like Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which I do want to go back to. However, I realized the chat-footed variety days were a really good idea, but I've learned I'm not cut out for that. I'm not cut out for doing long, story-driven games like that once a week. Because I end up sitting here thinking about the game all day. Oh man, I really wanted to get back to the game. I wanted to continue my progress where we're at. Oh, but I gotta save it for Friday. Or maybe I want to work on this in my free time. Oh, but I want to save it for stream. I want to save it for Friday. I want to save it for the next time we play it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And then by the time Friday actually comes around, I'm not really wanting to play. That sucks. You have to go back to work. Have a great day, Holy. Have a great day at work, Dawn. And thank you for the follow. It helped us reach our 680 goal. We are on our way to 700. Currently, Factor and I are in a little bit of a rivalry competition to see who gets to 1,000 followers first. And so, I hope you guys will help me knock his ass out of the park. He has determined that I am his rival, and I will absolutely take him up on that offer. We're going... No, fuck you! No, fuck you! Ah! I'm gonna get up, stretch, and... Oh, I need to skip the dog. I can do that while I'm up. So I'll do that while the ads are running. If you guys want to participate in the quiz, it is up for you guys. Return just in time. Feel free. It is up for y'all. I feel you on that playing story games makes it difficult to not play it when you're not streaming. Exactly. And then, like, I'm thinking about it all week, and then by the time it's time to play it again, I don't want to play it anymore. Or I get discouraged that it's taken 2 months to get through the first half of the game. Like, like sometimes it just ends up. Okay, ads are starting soon. I'll be back. Y'all enjoy the quiz. caught. Absolutely fucking caught, buddy. Oh my goodness, gravy. Look at this dude. Nod and Valner absolutely killing it, as usual. There's only a handful of Pokemon left, about 10 Pokemon left, if you guys want to keep going. Oh my good lord, that is incredibly sweet. Oh, I don't think I can drink that. We had a Gatorade Zero, a cool blue flavor in the refrigerator, and oh my god, that is so sweet. I actually don't think I can drink that. And Ludu coming in last minute. Toxicroak, yeah. Fly Score, yep. There's 2 Pokemon, yep. Frostlass. Look at you guys go. You did it. It took you 3 minutes. Just in time for the ads to be wrapped up. Congratulations, chat. Did it. Nod absolutely killed it. Got more than half of them. Wow. You're only 3rd? Yeah, because you came in really late. Yeah, you guys were absolutely on point. That noise keeps making you think you're getting a sub. Yeah. Man. What's your reward? Your reward is that we go back to shunting. We go back to looking for Ludo. Guess what 2 you got? Glaceon and Leafeon. You're in your gosh darn evolutions. You know it! You're eating granola bars and meds. I haven't had a good granola bar in a long time. I used to be a sucker for those Quaker Oat granola bars. We go back to shunting. Hey, Circa! Hi. Yeah, the first time around, we were like, where's Circa where you need him for the Pokemon quizzes? But we just finished taking a break from Headbutt hunts to do one of the coolest hunts in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Oh gosh, what could that be? Like, there's Enigma Stone. I think that's a really cool hunt to do. There's a bunch of roamers in Heart Gold Soul Silver as well. You've got Safari Zone hunt. Surskit, we go back to Swunting. Ooh. Cohen sound for Absol. See, I think those are cool, but you have to turn the sound back on every time you get an encounter. You have to re-enable it, and it is a pain. But good luck, Joe. Good luck. Hope he gets it. Circa, I hope you're having a great day so far. We hit 24,000 encounters. Yippee! Yeah, doing Okami on Chat Footed Variety Day was also difficult because, yeah, guys, go give Circa some love. Someone impersonating a popular VTuber DM'd you last night and you're humoring them. They said to add another person as a friend. 100% certain it's just going to be the same guy. As long as I don't press any links, you can add them risk free. Yeah, I think you can. So long as you're not clicking on any links or giving any personal information. I think you're totally fine to mess with them as much as you'd like. Absolutely. Keep me updated, Circa. Go show Circa some love. He's been my co-host a lot this past week. They do a lot of shiny hunting as well. They love Homestar Runner. They love Big Top Burger. They love a bunch of obscure internet comic web series. I almost called them like internet animes. Oh, that would have been really cringe. Don't forget your shiny rolls, everyone. If you get 8192 or 4096, you get you a gifted sub to the channel. For sub, you get an extra roll. Mod, you get an extra roll. VIP, you get an extra roll. Good luck. Yeah, you think it's just if you follow links or log into something they sent. Yeah. Them internet animes. Oh, this is just like one of my Japanese animes. That was the only thing I could think of when I said the internet anime. You don't follow Circa? Mike, what are you doing? What the fwick? Yeah, get an extra roll. Yeah. You got an extra roll. You fixed it? Good. After everything I've been doing with Circa, if you guys aren't following, you have something wrong. Very wrong. I tried seeing if my dogs want to go outside. None of them. Not a single one of them actually got up to go. Actually, no. One of them did get off the couch, jumped down, went out the door, looked at the wet grass, turned around, and went back to bed. These mother truckers. Hey, Holy. Hey, Ludu. What's up? Have you ever thought about the fact that you are the shiny? I'm the shiny? Oh, the real shiny were the friends we made along the way. Right. Real shiny were the friends we sacrificed along the way. Real and true. That's a load of crap and you know it, Orange Cat. Oh, Mike, I heard there was a bunch of snow in Australia here this past week. That's super interesting. Oh, this is the stupid song that has the 30 seconds of dead air at the end of it. Piss off. Gotta fix that. You know, right? The song? Yeah, people do it with OST videos, and there's just like 30 seconds of dead air at the end of it. I don't know if it's because to like prevent like copyright detection or something, so it's not the exact same length as the track or something. I don't know. Found one for Zora's Domain. Yeah, it's like super nice, and then there's 30 seconds of dead air at the end of it. And it's so hard to find like a good, clean rip of the OST that's not that. And I've been half considering going and downloading my own rips and then just playing it off of my computer. So that way I don't need to worry about like if a video gets taken down off of YouTube. I don't need to worry about replacing it with a new one. I don't need to do like, I don't need to worry about 30 seconds of dead air at the end. I don't need to worry about there being like nonsense like YouTube openings at the beginning of each song. Because you know, like some people like to do like their stupid little channel trailer and then lead into the OST. I think that was more of a thing back in the day. But like half considering to just make my own, download on the computer. I don't need to worry about all that. Most OSTs play twice before ending. Yeah, just to like get that extra length so that they hit the monetization length as well. They hit the monetization, they can have ads, and it's not the direct rip of the track, so it's not going to get, it's less likely to get taken down. That's what I should do. Or it's like a 2-hour long version. I don't need to hear the same song for 2 hours on end. Or like if I do like what Johnstone does for sometimes and just clicks on pre-made playlists of like Nintendo songs to listen to when you have no brain cells. Like a lot of those like end up repeating the same songs over and over. You hear the same. Which, I mean, to be fair, I've been hearing the same playlist for hours on end. So you would think I've gone crazy. Crazy? I was crazy. You mostly use Page Insider or something similar? I don't think I've heard of that. If it's Route 29 from Soul Silver, you can listen to that for hours. I can listen to the Lake theme for hours on it from Diamond and Pearl. But that's not good, like, stream music. That's like sleepy music. You're crazy, Holy? Crazy? I was crazy once. Over odds? No! Nod! We're shiny. Swunting! Why do I have a Twitch notification? What do you want from me? Okay, I wish Twitch wasn't giving me notifications when there's like a new drop available. I wish they would stop doing that. Like, this is a drop for marbles on stream. I don't have, like, I have marbles on stream, but I've not gotten that connected with my Twitch or anything. I've not set that up. You have to go. Ludo B mod for now. 5 Factor. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck. See you later. Good luck with work. Too many nuts on my screen. I want them to burn. Grind them into nut flour. Some people do actually take acorns and use it to make like acorn flour to bread and shit. I know, we're right here. You gosh darn nuts. I'm gonna grind chat down into nut flour. That's what Ludo was implying. Yep. My goal is to either get a shiny or hit 25,000 encounters for today. You know, there's a form of vegan food called nut meat. Yes, unfortunately. RJ and I did a vegan stint for a while. He used to be vegan for a while. Not for a while. He did vegan as a sort of diet, less lifestyle, more diet to eat healthier. And was really into like following a lot of like workout, nutrition, vegan lifestyle, not VTubers, excuse me, workout YouTubers. And tried emulating some of that at home as well. And some of it you can do really easily, and some of it is like you can like some of the foods that I like can just be vegan, and I'm not even trying.
Is that the legendary Kalos Route 1? No way!
Literally gym nut. Yeah, actual gym nuts. Hard. Give me the yellow paint bucket already. 24K is too much. Absolutely, guitar. Oh my goodness. How's been the rivals going? There ain't nothing wrong with a tree and a shark paint. Nothing wrong with that. You don't need to change up to any other character. Don't let chat tell you otherwise. There is nothing wrong with our baby Jeff. You keep maining him come hell or high water. Good to see you. Hi. We never heard Route 1 theme longer than 2 seconds, because that's all the route lasts for, is for 2 seconds. Oh, I took a sip of that Gatorade. That's so sweet. I thought maybe if I had another sip, like I could warm up to it.
That's so sweet.
But like there's some meals that I could have that are just that are vegan without even being fried. Like you could do eggplant parmigiana, and it's vegan. Jeff do be Jeffin', and the haters keep hating. Absolutely. Well, okay, the only part about the eggplant parmigiana pasta dish that wouldn't be vegan would be like the egg that you use as part of like the breadcrumb batter, but I think you can do without that. Just get Did you hear Seamus spit bars today? I saw he posted it. I've not watched it yet. I woke up really late, I woke up 10 minutes before I was supposed to start streaming. So I had to panic and get everything up. I did see that he posted it. I've not listened to it. Okay, so one of our shiny hunting Swunting buddies is named Ginger Ninja. What was the number? 679. He's the one who's done the. He just recently made a video about the black and white Kanto starter egg event. Doing that shiny hunt. He recently did a video about that. I think was super interesting, and y'all should go check out. But we have a group chat where a lot of us get together, like me, Poker, Circa, Ginger Ninja, and so on and so forth, get together and we do shunting, wieners. They are my little Swunting group. Gen 5 shiny living decks? Yeah, I think he has been working on it. Yeah. Very slowly but surely. I think the sticker hunt is incredibly interesting. I love, like, the old events. Wow, they have it! Glizzy! I love, like, the recreation of old events and, like, doing the lore dive into it. Like how, Follow Me Blastoise was only able to be used for, like, a single, like, year, And someone actually did bring it to like a regional tournament and saw some results with Follow Me Blastoise, which was only possible with those sticker eggs. Which, whenever you went and got the egg, it was random. You didn't get to choose which Kanto starter you got. You'd have to hope and pray that you did get a Squirtle with Follow Me. Well, okay, the movesets were set, but which Pokemon you got was not set. Wow, they have it! Square. And I think it was really cool how much detail, information, time he put into diving down the rabbit hole of those sticker events. I love deep dives like that. I'm less interested in like overall shiny reactions on YouTube. That's why I don't usually watch a whole lot of shiny hunters, because I think reactions can get really stale after a while if you watch like a whole bunch back to back. It's really nice to follow a journey. And I like to get invested in with them. You finally downloaded Home yesterday? Wow! Look at you go! Actually getting Pokemon Home. Look at you. Like, for an example, for those of you who know, like, Swablu has been a journey. Absolutely. But if you were to just come in last minute, see that we get the shiny, yippee! That's exciting. Okay, but, like, it's not as meaningful if you don't know the journey in the lead-up. You're gonna try to make BDSP as less miserable as possible. And to do so, you must transport your mons to your main save to grind them there. I don't see any issues with it. Fair enough. Speaking of, this is Amity Square from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Like, if Detective Mocha were to get the roaming Cresselia and turn it into a video documenting, like, the whole journey, I think that would be really cool. But some of these journeys take so long, it would be a nightmare to try to condense down and try to find some of, like, the best highlights of, like, for example, for this Swablu hunt, I've been going for it since Thanksgiving last year. And I feel like it would be a nightmare to try to go back and hunt down all of that footage, comb through it all, pick out the favorite bits, and try to formulate some kind of video format out. Personally, don't like watching streams with hundreds of viewers since you like the chatting aspect. Yes, I've heard a lot of people say that, actually. Some people like to be seen and heard and have an active communication with the streamers versus playing games. Some people don't, because some people don't like the attention that it draws on themselves. And so that they will enjoy hanging out in the larger stream because they feel as if it's anonymous. So it's like two sides of the same coin. I find that very interesting. Philip, did you enjoy your lunch? It was good. I'm assuming that's why you're burping. My throat is very sore from all of the yapping I'm doing. And so I'm trying to be mindful to slow down and not think before I speak, but just slow down and make what I say more meaningful. Rather than earlier when I was just, honestly, it was verbal garbage. I got way too excited and wrapped up, and I wasn't thinking and formulating my thoughts in a way that was easy to communicate, and I was just gushing and rambling about, like, my feelings and memories. Like with the black and white stuff, I could not imagine going back in the VOD and trying to keep up with what I was saying. I know I end up talking really fast. I know you guys have commented about that before as well. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. It's called being passionate. Yeah, but it's also that my medicine was kicking in and it's making me energized. I have this medicine because it helps. It's my ADHD medicine. It helps me, like, I end up having a lot of ADHD paralysis and it causes, like, a lot of fatigue, and I would rather just curl up in bed and go take a nap rather than acting on, finding something and acting on it with that ADHD paralysis. And so this helps me get that energy to focus in on one thing, for in this case, streaming. And so because of that, I have all of this unbridled energy. And so because this is a new medicine that I'm trying to figure out how to best manage and adjust to it, I'm having to take a few steps back and watch my, essentially, with what I'm talking and when I'm hanging out with you guys, because you guys absolutely aren't going to be on the same energy level that I am because of medicine. If that makes sense, I started rambling. I'm trying to explain, hey, I know I was messing up earlier because I was talking and rambling too much and it was hard to keep up with, so I'm trying to do better. I think that was the crux of what I was saying. Just don't go Super Saiyan on us. I already have the yellow on my head with the Swablu. I'm already halfway there. Ah! Oh my goodness, wave. About to say you were starting to go full yap, about to go full yap. Yeah.
Fucking stone! Wait! No, hang on! I wasn't ready. I was trying to think.
I was trying to use what few little brain cells I have left. Just thinking.
Ah!
I think y'all just like throwing shit at me. Huh? No more brain cells on Swablu. No, fair. No, maybe that's why Swablu is just sitting on my head, is because it's sucking up, slurping all of those brain cells. Ah! Mods, take my brain. Encapsulate it, put it in the freeze jar, save it for 50 years. Swablu's taking my brain juice like a Metroid on top of my head. Yeah. Maybe if it takes enough of my brain cells, that'll be the sacrifice to get it to shine. Mike, new Wii Shop update! 24244. I like that. I like the repeating numbers. First get Wait, but it's 11:15. What time is it in Japan? Man, turn that shit up. I'm assuming that's a reference to something. I don't know what it is. It is? You'll send it to me later? Fantastic. Thank you. I did not have a Wii during the Wii era. We didn't get a Wii until my mom remarried to my stepdad, and he ended up having a Wii that he let us play around with. And that wasn't until 2013, 2014, I think. And that was right as, like, the Wii and DS era were dying off, and we were getting into the Wii with DS. You got a Wii when you wanted Super Mario Bros. Wii. That was a game my brother and I played a lot because it was, you know, you could do co-op. He burnt me out on it. Oh my god. I would just, like, he would go way too fast. I was not good at keeping up with him, and so I would just throw myself in a bubble and let myself follow behind him for the rest of the level. I couldn't keep up with him. You know what they should do? They should, like, write a song to this beat, but using all of the Wii Shop games. Yeah, man. That was the era where we stopped buying consoles altogether because they got way too expensive. I think consoles have always been really expensive, but it was just whether or not the economy was in a state to afford them. Although I do remember going to GameStop and getting an event Shiny Dialga for my Black 2 game, because that was one of the last events that I saw that they did that we were able to actually take apart. And I remember having to, like, beg my mom, please take us to GameStop. We don't have to buy anything. We could just go in and do it. And my mom was very skeptical because she didn't trust the, you know, no purchase necessary thing. Because usually a lot of those events are tie-ins to, hey, you can do this event, you get a free thing if you go buy something. No, we could just run in, boot up our games, connect it, get the Pokemon, and we're done, and we just walked out and left. I do remember the GameStop workers were very confused. Last console you bought was, aside from the Switch, the GameCube with Smash Melee. We got the GameCube right before meeting stepdad. And we got Animal Crossing as the first game for it. We didn't realize we needed a memory card, so I remember keeping the game console running constantly until we can go back to the store and get a memory card. And then once we went back, that's when we picked up some more games. And that's when I got Coliseum, we got Melee, and I think we got one of the Dragon Ball Budokai games. Like, we ended up slowly amassing, like, a good GameCube collection. I was at 3DS in 2016. Hell yeah. If your whole cube collection of games on your desk, that's cool. Melee has a huge checklist. I remember my brother completing that checklist. And we were fighting Giga Bowser at the end of it. So epic. Epic! If you guys are interested in streaming Falcon's Catching and Hatching game, he just went live and has started raids. If you guys are interested in his Catching and Hatching game, feel free to go get into raids. He just started them. There is a female combi up. Oh, this is too early. Yeah, go check out Falcon. He's currently doing some DK Bonanza, doing the post-game. And there's a special stream tomorrow. We were at an after party. We played Melee until the afternoon. Ooh, that's exciting. Where's Shiny? You need both. Where's Shiny? Ah. I'm so out of touch with this song, I don't remember. Holy Mike! Where's Shiny? I don't know. On my head. Sucking all of my brain cells. Ping! Come on. Ping me. Mike! Are you even hunting? Bro, are you even hunting? It won't be long until Holy has a shiny Swablu herself. Sent you the video you and Phil were referencing? Okay, perfect. Thank you. I didn't know what the video was. Yes. I need context for these things because I don't know how long it'll be until I see them. You think I send pointless pings? Yes. You absolutely would. If I started complaining about pings on stream, you would send me another. And it would just be, like, Pep W. Hey, thank you for the follow! I appreciate it. Welcome in. You're too smart for your bullshit? Real and true. You're also too smart for my bullshit. I get read like an open book. Probably because I lay myself out like an open book. Because I feel like if I lay myself out like an open book, people know what to expect. And... also just funny to react. Predictably. Like pushing, like I know Mike likes to jokingly push buttons to get a reaction out of me. Half the time I do it on purpose just because, you know, it's funny. For a friend at work who literally told me the other day, man, you're no fun to make jokes about with because you can clap back. I think that's great. If you can't clap back, that's no fun. And that's part of the problem I have because I'm really bad at improv. And so if someone makes a joke at me, I just like scramble around, laugh it. They meant it in a fun way. Yeah. But I don't have a clap back. I usually don't. I scramble. I panic. You're welcome. Sir, that's YOU''RE. You used the wrong form of your. Use you, actually. Weak nerd. Yes, you know, thank you. big enough. Shouldn't you be getting ready to go to bed soon, sir? Mother, child. Shh. Stretch? I'll stretch, Philip. Thank you. Ugh. Oh, I'm in a wave. Complete nerd. You know who else is a nerd? Ludo. Ludo's an actual nerd. Ah, jeez. Hey, Luna. I see you. Hi, hi. There we go. Where's Shiny? Ow, my nose. Ow. Oh, I thought I had an itch on the outside of my nose, and so I tried, like, rubbing at it, and ow. I just, like, scratched the shit out. Ow. You want cheese? I think I have, like, a lot of, like, shredded cheddar cheese in the fridge. If you want some, I can throw some at you. And scatter the shredded cheese out on the floor like feeding the chickens. You have Swiss for your sandwiches? I go back and forth if I have Swiss or not. Like, it's kind of like I have to be in a mood for a change up. But most times I put cheese on sandwiches as like a moisture. Adds moisture to it. I can't stand eating like a cheeseburger or like a deli sandwich and it being dry as a motherfucker. Just waiting for your songs to pop. I think I've only added one of those songs to my playlist. That was the first one you said. And who knows? I don't even know if the playlist has refreshed to have added that. And the playlist has like 150, 160 songs on it. So I don't know when it will play. Good luck. First get How dare if I'm on me. Speaking about, what do you think about those other two tunes I sent you? I know I remembered liking the GSN now. Animal Crossing 4 PM Sunny. Potential. I avoid a lot of the Animal Crossing ones because sometimes they can be a little too laid back. And Tomodachi Life. I do have some Tomodachi Life on the playlist already. So I do have high hopes. I've not listened to either of them. Scratching my nose. Hurt. You got all over odds? Why does this always happen? What did you get? Oh, check back in 1 minute. Oh, got it. You're just so close to hitting it on the point. Zero minutes! Oh my goodness, gravy! Aw, dang it! Oh, is my camera doing a little bit of like a freaky flippy action again today? Might have to recalibrate it. Let's see. Sometimes like it'll jerk from side to side way too much than it needs to. Or way more than it needs to. And then I have to go and recalibrate. Sometimes I have to relaunch the program to get it fixed. Out of all of the Pokemon that are in my stream avatars, how do we have duplicate Latios? I know Latilotic chose Latios, like, specifically, because that's kind of their whole brand. But Luna's also Latios? That's kind of funny. Latinas! We love Latinas. I usually don't call attention to the stream avatars, though, because I don't like calling out lurkers. They're lurking for a reason. It just caught my eye. Be nice. So my goal is to get to 25,000 encounters. So we got about just under 600 encounters. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. I don't remember the tune for that. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Something like that. Because it goes along with the generic Mario music. Like that specific song. I just don't remember exactly at what point that takes place. Yeah, see, like, I feel like I got it, but it wasn't quite there. I didn't feel very confident about it. Close enough, though?
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, if I'm, like, doing the math in my head, right? We have about just under 600 encounters left for stream. And it's 4 games, so we divide 600 by 4. I don't know what that gets me, like, 250? 25? I don't remember. Buh. And then it takes me probably about 5-10 seconds to do a set of encounters. And then, so I would guess probably like 20 minutes left to stream. What does the music remind you of an amusement park or Thousands animation movie? I think that was Mario Galaxy. I think the Thousands also had a lot of that very like grandiose kind of music to it too, so I can see that. If I'm remembering the correct song. Could have been the Mario Galaxy. I can't really go back in the playlist. The OBS pop out for the browser won't really let me do that. I feel like this is one of the songs that Valner might have done. I don't remember. Because I don't recognize the game itself. It's one of those retro ones. I do know I have a Ninja Gaiden song on here that Valner sent me for, and I like the song, but the video that I chose for it has too low of volume. So I need to find a better replacement. The Valner March? You know, do shinies even exist anymore? I'm starting to think they don't. First get Maybe give me some of your playlist. Give me your playlist and I'll provide the MP3s for you to use. Perhaps. That kitten is such a content farm. It is. It's also just like a very, like, you want to activate a verbal stim? There you go. Just wee wee wee. Wee wee wee. Like, you will get a whole voice call to just wee wee wee. I think I can get you the playlist link. There you go. I think it is time for me to go back through the playlist and check to see if videos have been pulled down from YouTube and replaced them. It's been a minute since I've done that. Ludo gave me a really helpful website that'll help me check a playlist to see what videos were removed from YouTube. Like if they were deleted, unlisted, or if they were taken down. Put it in your DMs and you'll see what you can gather if you don't have it already. Yeah, I stuck it in there. Way more comfy and easier than having to constantly have it running in the background. See, but it's running from OBS browser dock, so I don't know if it's actually using as much, like, computer, like, RAM CPU usage as you think. Like, browser sources are always notorious for, like, clogging up and making your OBS run more than it needs to, especially if you're not turning off sources when they're not in use. But so far, I've not had too much of an... Yeah, you don't use OBS usually. Yeah. So it can be... It's hard... If you don't use OBS yourself, it can be hard to know. I know that OBS, the browser docs can do it if you're not careful, but I think in this case, I'm okay. You get a lot of cats on your reels, and Sir Arthur Meows has to be the weirdest meow I've come across. Huh, I don't think I know that. First get I don't actually use social media all too much. I will use Facebook to just scroll through reels. That's my like short form content farm. Is I allow my Facebook feed to get infected by the algorithm. Otherwise, I don't. I don't touch YouTube Shorts. I don't touch Instagram Reels. I don't use TikTok. I use Instagram for memes to create. I only use Instagram because there are some creators that I like on Facebook who only have Instagram. Do you use Google Drive fully? I do. I do use Google. I think you've sent something. You throw it there and send me a link once you're done. Okay. I feel like you've done that before, but it feels very strange receiving a Google Doc link for, like, videos. Instead of just putting it in into a Discord message as usual. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Yeah, usually, like, if I'm sending, like, YouTube videos, you did it with Epic Music. That's what I thought. Hey, Tomahawk! Good to see you. Hi. Like, usually I'll just have it, like, just post it in a Discord message. It's all... Oh, it's the raw MP3 files. That's why. Okay. Just get... I am understanding. The follower alert didn't appear? It should have. I thought I saw it. I can run it back just in case. There it goes. My schnooter booter. Sometimes the follower alert does have trouble, like, loading for some reason, and I don't know why. It's just through Twitch alert. Like, they're built-in alert. I don't know why it was corrupted. I love Spirit. Spirit Tracks was the first game I played on my DS. It was a lot of fun. I will see. And all these Swablus. Free me! Please! First game. Ah! I am excited after stream today. I'll be hopping back into my Minecraft Vault Hunters mod pack server. I have a small friend group of mine. We have been running vaults together. I've tried doing like the official Escalia servers, and I've found that I just do not enjoy playing on that large of a server because I'm not very good at the game. And so if I like die in a vault, or if I like don't win one for some reason, send a link of that cat in DM. Perfect. Thank you, God. Just get. Ah! If I lose those vaults for whatever reason, it shows in chat. You know, Holy Fire 100. Died due to was slain by whatever mob. How many songs are showing up in your playlist? Like in total? I think this is 164. Yeah, 164 songs in the playlist right now. That's what it says whenever, like, I look at the playlist and it says, like, oh, you were on track this number out of 160. Three of them are gone already? Okay, that's actually not too bad. I was expecting, like, 10 or 12. Just me 161? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, them Swablu. Wait, thank you, not. Problem is, you don't know which ones are missing. So there's a website where, yeah, quiteaplaylist.com. This is the website that Ludo had linked to me before. You go to this website, take the URL of the playlist, you drop it in there, and they will go find the videos that were privated, delisted, or taken down. I know some of the common ones I've had to replace are several of the Mario Galaxy songs. I've had to replace those. Apparently only 2 are missing according to that. Then maybe one of them was just deleted or removed for whatever extra. I don't know. Or maybe it just can no longer find a video that was related to the one that was deleted. You may never know what that secret video is. It could be the newly added one hasn't been counted yet. That's true. And if that's the case, then we might just need time for it to sync up. I'm not totally sure. I wonder if I could buy like a Swablu hat like what's on my head and then bleach the color off. Like bleach the blue color off and then dye it yellow. So what you have in a folder and get to HD ripping. I appreciate it, Donner. Thank you. Oh. We do have ads starting soon. So I will have that quiz pulled up momentarily. What generation do we want to do? Since we did Gen 4 last time. What do I want to do this time? Let others demolish the leaderboard this time. You're busy now. You know, fair. I don't know how many people will be chomping at the bit to do the quiz right now either. Because we are starting to get towards like the end of stream. I just want to get to 25,000. We are 350 encounters away. Bro. I could have said 300 and a half just to mess with you guys. Because of the gen, you don't know much 8 and 9. No, I was thinking like maybe Gen 3. And do that as our final quiz of the day. Sounds good, sounds good. Right? Yep, there's the ad starting. I don't think it'll take you guys very long to do Gen 3, so I'll give it a little bit longer before. Go. Get away! So many Swablus, no shinies. What the heck? Where's shiny? Actually, question. Answer. What's up? What format do you want them in? MP3, M4U, or OGG? I don't have a preference. MP3 is probably the one I'm most familiar with, but if you want to do it in a different format, that's all good. Ludo just went live. What the heck? Our buddy Ludo. MP3 literally just saved space. Y'all go love Ludo. He probably went live with Twilight Princess if I had to take a guess. A gander. To go show them some love. He's a good friend of mine. He always comes up in chat too. Not M4U, it's M4A. I don't recognize that format actually. I know MP3, MP4, WAV, like WAV. I've heard of OGG, but I've never used it. I export from OBS as an MKV because one of my friends who needed videos preferred it in that format. And so I just went, okay, I'll just go with that. Swablu, 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 Swablu. Oh, where, oh, Swablu? Where can be Swablu be? OGG is something used in Minecraft mods, for example. Yeah, and that might be where I've seen it before. Basket! Ah! Also easy to rip once you know how to access Java files. I don't. I am not a computer aficionado. That is not for me. Alright, let me go dismiss the Ludo Go Live ping. Yep, that's what that was. Just open them in WinRAR? Oh. Well, fair enough. I am the aficionado of orange. We're gonna go sky high. Okay, we do have ads starting momentarily. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the quiz for you guys. Sky high is all you could know. You gotta fly. Sky high is all you could know. Alright, you guys feel free to start the quiz whenever you are ready. We have ads starting momentarily. We run 3 minutes per hour to keep the pre-rolls turned off for folks to come into stream. It is the minimum we can set per hour to help keep those pre-rolls turned off. So I appreciate everyone for hanging out during them. It also helps support the stream as well. So feel free to do the Pokemon quiz. You just ate, you can't move, you got that full belly syndrome. I haven't had full belly syndrome in a long time. Feeling good. Blue sky. Blue sky that I see. Blue sky. How are you gonna do all of the rest of the ghosts and not do Duskull? Meditate. Yap. No starters yet. Wow. I'm gonna fly sky high. Just go. Oh, it sent too quickly. Had to wait 30 seconds. Oh, you could die. Oh, is it together? Oh, I hear it now. Let's go together. Oh. Yeah, flying high, feeling good. Thank you for the hydrate, Philip. I appreciate it. Thank you. Just it. Have we gotten cast form yet? No, I don't think so. No butt face. No ball chin. Whatever people call him nowadays. Don't remember too much. Oh, I forgot. All of the chats were purged. So, like, all of the introduce yourselves were fine. Feeling good. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Thank you, Rossetti. All Valners come in. Yeah. I'm just checking Discord while we're going through this as well. I love that. We're almost wrapped up with the quiz. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. I appreciate everyone for hanging out during them. We are rapidly closing in on the end of this. Wow. Some of these early game Pokemon haven't been snagged up yet, and I am surprised. Ooh. I'm gonna let my watch charge up for a bit. Oh, I got hair in my face too. How did we not have the Gardevoir line? Wow. I am surprised. Hoenn with their trumpets. Yeah. Alright, I know I see somebody next to Zangoose has not been gotten. There's 3 Pokemon next between Minun and Gulpin who have not been grabbed yet. There's someone next to Grumpig as well. I think, yep, those are the 5 Pokemon that are left. It's a Viper. Yep. We're too quick again? I see. Yes. Yeah. Volbeat. Yep. Illumise. Roselia. Perfect. There's one more Pokemon between Grumpig and Trapinch. 1 Pokemon remaining. Can anyone get the Pokemon? Spinda! Good job! Congrats. Must be something in the desert? Close, but not quite. Congrats, you guys. You did it! Yeah, 5 minutes is pretty good. GG Valner. GG Nod getting nerfed by Twitch with the 30-second cooldowns. GG's. Just downloading in the background. Fair enough. We're shiny. We've got a few more encounters left for the day. We've got 301. Or, well, technically 304 left for the day. Which would be 101... No, not even 101 encounters. You do those on your own, you go through the region. Yeah, that's what I do, is I go through the region in my head. Because usually they line up pretty well with, like, you know, early game, mid game, late game, where they appear in the Pokedex. Gen 1, it gets to be a little confusing because the Pokemon were created before they were spread out into the region. They didn't have a plan in mind for that. But that's what I do with a lot of gens, is just go through the game mentally in my head. And just like, okay, what Pokemon would I see early game? Like, you know, when you're first starting the game. Plus, which Pokemon certain gym leaders and E4 members use? True. That does also have an impact on the Pokedex. Oh, excuse me, chat. Okay, another question, Holly. What songs are too quiet in that list? So you can dig them out, replace them with the better quality ones. The Ninja Gaiden one specifically, I know is too quiet. And I wanted the Crystal Game Corner soundtrack in the list as well, but that one was too loud. Those are the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head where I had volume issues. And then there was the Mario Kart Wii track, and there was another one that had like dead air at the end of it. I want to say it was like another Mario song, like maybe like a Mario RPG song. Yeah. Can you type the last one out? Yeah, the Mario Kart Wii title screen. That was Thank you. I really appreciate you going through and doing that for me. That's something I've been meaning to do, but I've never, like, taken the time to just sit down and do it. I really appreciate that, Valor. Thank you. not exactly sure how I'm going to plug that into OBS. Like, if I'm just gonna have, like, Windows Media Player running with this playlist and then plug that into OBS.
Source ah!
And I don't know if it'll work, like, changing between song files, or if it can just do the Windows Media Player by itself. Optimization is your bread and butter sometimes. Fair enough. Also, fuck WMP, use VLC. Oh, okay. I think I might have VLC. That's the one with it looks like a traffic cone, right? Back in my day, we used LimeWire. Back in my day, we used AOL. Yeah, okay, Grandpa, let's take you back to bed. RJ and I last night watched a video where Planet Clue was using old Y2K computer software to design merch. So it was like super old Photoshop. You think of like kids pics, stuff like that. Like they were using the old software you would get from CDs at thrift stores now, and uploading them onto your Windows 98 or XP. Listen to music on your MP3. You can go in and customize the album art and the artist name and stuff like that. YouTube to MP3 converter was my bread and butter back in middle school, for sure. Use 4K YouTube on MP3 nowadays. You want your shiny it sounds like Mantine. Doot, doot, doot. It's much easier. Interesting. I did not know about that. And I guess that's what you're doing now. What is the from? It is from the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew movie. To say it in one of the games, it is the movie anime. Format and quality, link insert, and then wait. Yeah. Literally it. That's basically how the YouTube to MP3 worked for me. You could choose the format, insert link, wait. There was just no option to pick quality. I'm gonna watch that one for some luck then after stream. I would love to do movie marathons with the Discord. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially with the Pokemon movies. I think I tried it way on long ago, but there wasn't enough interest, which was totally fine. But it's also a pain to have to nail down some of the older Pokemon movies because they got scattered about across different streaming platforms. Pokeflix has everything. Oh, I didn't know about that. I'm gonna add some soundtracks of yours in the folder if you want to come out as well. Alright, sounds great. Thank you, Donner. What will you guys have for dinner? That's a good question. Today's Wednesday, so it's usually on our own for dinner, as our family usually has meetings, and RJ's dad goes to family on Wednesdays, so we usually end up just picking up something for dinner on Wednesday. I don't know what we'll have. Might get Chinese. I don't know. I had pasta for dinner last night. It was really good. I guess it depends on if RJ goes to work out at the gym or not. Get spaghetti. I had rotini. I had some rotini pasta with some leftover round tomato sauce, and then there was some leftover, like a fried chicken patty and some tenders left over in the air fryer from what RJ's folks had for dinner. We just cut them up and mixed it in with the spaghetti. So it kind of had like a not Parmigiana, just more like a chicken pasta. Don't forget your shiny rolls, everyone. If you get 8192 or 4096, you get your gifted sub to the channel. If you're sub, you get extra rolls. If you're mod, you get extra rolls. If you're VIP, you get extra rolls. Good luck, my friend. We shouldn't. That might be the last set of rolls for the stream, because I don't think it'll take me 30 minutes to do 200 accounts. All of them Swablus and none of them are yellow! $3.14, that's pie. Pie. I haven't made a good apple pie in a long time. I've been waiting for them to come around into season. And then I'm gonna make a really good apple pie. I've not made one in a long time, and RJ's been asking for one. I didn't want to use the store-bought ones. I want to use local ones, and I have to wait for them. Local apple crisp or honey crisp are just so much better than the ones you buy in the store. It might be my lunch day. I think I do still have a store apple on the counter, and I can have that on the counter. That's so good. I associate that with Yogi because he has this as a redeem, and he has a bunch of like these Yogi iceberg ding donks. The emotes that I terrorized Factor with for a long time. I'm trying to remember, was I still in college when I learned about ding donks? I think I was. That doesn't line up with the following. So, not sure. I just have like very I have association of one of the art rooms I had class in with the Yogi Iceberg song. But I graduated from college back right when the pandemic happened. So that should have been way before Falcon and Yogi era. Yeah, weird. Place the 2 troublemakers. Anything else you missed? I think that's it. And I can definitely let you know if there's any more troublemakers that come up in the meantime. Thank you so much, Founder. I really appreciate that. That is actually huge. Thank you. If I do get Chinese for dinner tonight, I don't know what I'd get. I might get sweet and sour chicken, or I'd get don't think I want spicy. Actually missed the 2 that were removed. Ah, yeah. You replaced the 2 troublemaker ones, but we forgot to add in the ones that were removed. Yeah. That was very fast, actually. Bam. Not really sure what I do. I don't want spicy, but I want like the chicken. But I'm not really feeling orange chicken, honey chicken, sesame. I don't think they have like a teriyaki. With the pro version of your program, you get entire. Oh, you can download an entire playlist. Oh, yeah, okay, that would do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, baby, you know it. Yes, sir. Oh, that part. Yeah. You know, the trumpets are very fitting for Gen 3. We'll say. 100 encounters left. That is, what is that? 25 more grass encounters for my controller. And then we will be wrapping up. Please let me get a shiny before then. Actually, we're swunting. Look at all those Swablus! Wow! Where's my gold one? Where's the gold one? I am no longer asking nicely. Okay, Twitch, stop it! Wow, a blue Swablu. Wow. So nice. Our Galaxy 2 one was from Bulbasaur? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't seen that one yet. Caught in 4K? Yeah. Shenanigans. Not sure what to do about that. I can only give you the original. I think the original one is good. Like, yes, please do original. I don't like doing remixes because those can get claimed very easily. Take a sip of water. Thank you for the head pats, Philip. It. Oh, you know which one to add, actually? Oh, my. Oh, I don't like that. Right. Sure. Rapidly closing in the end of stream. Do we have any raid targets in mind? Cool. Anyone I know. And add it. Okay. See here. I mean, there's plenty of people I know streaming, but are any of them doing Bookman? Falcon streaming Bonanza? True, true. Love this program. It's just so easy. That was easy. Yeah, we got several people on my list doing the Chin Pao raid. Folks doing the Ace of I know. Ooh, I know who we're gonna go raid after this. It's not Pokemon, but it's one of our EG streamers. I don't think I've had the pleasure of raiding into them yet, as they are a relatively new. They're currently doing a first-time playthrough of Super Metroid. First-time playthrough of Super Metroid. That is exciting. Oh, I really want to raid into them. And I raid into Falcon pretty frequently. Or frequently enough. So, yes, we will be taking back the Holy Land soon. Oh, you sneaky shit. It was already in your playlist. Hee. Get wrecked, nerd. What were you gonna add? Coconut Mall? Drawing dicks? What were you gonna add? Oh, creative exercise? Yeah! Where do you think we'd get it from? Factor? I guess Factor could put it in your head too. But no, 'twas me. 'Twas me! I've been living rent-free in your head. Oh my god, Swablu, please! Brain clouded, only orange. Or it's only Swablu. And these last few encounters for the day, please be shiny. Look at all those birds. No gold ones though. No shiny. But that just means we get another Swablu stream tomorrow. I will see y'all next time. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna go right into Just Imagine, or Ima. They are a brand new stream teammate of ours, and they've been doing like a lot of variety gaming. Some classics, some new stuff. They've been doing some demos from Steam. They've been, like I said, they've been doing classics. They're doing Super Metroid first time playthrough today. They are a fantastic friend. Love them. They've also been hanging out with me with Taskmaster Mondays. So absolutely show them some love. DM me once you're done here. Perfect. Thank you, Valner. I appreciate it. Have fun. Thank you guys for stream. Thank you guys for being here, for keeping me company, and for keeping me yapping. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will see y'all next time. Thank you very much. He's been going on for about 5 hours now, so I'm not sure how far into the game they are. It looks like they've got super bombs already. But no No, like, crazy strong weapons or anything. So I would say they're probably mid-game. So, let's go show them some love and some support. I will catch y'all later. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are sub, feel free to copy the first message. If not, feel free to copy the bottom because we take back the Holy Land. Forgot to say that. If you guys want to get in your last few shiny rolls for the day as well, feel free if you have not already. Ow, my fingers. Ah, well, I was trying to pop them and I pulled a little too hard. We'll be going over there momentarily. And guys, tomorrow, same time, same hunt, same channel. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.